I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Weather's pretty good over here. This week is going to be episode 24, and we should have a full party. I don't think we're missing anybody today, so that's going to be pretty great. We ran a little bit of a side session. I think it was about like 30 minutes for honor. I think we did that this week. That's probably going to appear on this week's video. And so that's why there might be a little bit of a catching up at the beginning of this session. Since Honor was away, stuff happened for him. Things happened for the rest of the party. We'll probably be looking at putting all of the information together. It's kind of like all serving the plot, so it's pretty good stuff. It's getting more and more kind of like complicated, and I like it. You know, it's keeping us on our toes, so it's pretty good. And other than that, I don't think I have any announcements. So let's jump right into it. Let's join the guys on the Discord. In the next segments, guys, we're gonna be playing like a side quest with Honor, because Honor kind of like was away for a little bit, so he went hunting while the party remained mostly in the village. So we're gonna have like a small session, kind of like a one-on-one if you want. We're gonna try to capture that so that we have just something fun to kind of like attach to either I think it's gonna be last week's session or next week. So we're gonna attach it to one of the episode to just connect it to the story. Something short but fun to make sure that we can tie in the story of Honor and what happened while he was away. So let me join with the guys.
Or what?
What? Not that your character knows, but Irina has fled town with an unknown stranger.
Sweet. So what I'll do is I'll put myself on mute, and then I'll just follow you guys' story. I'm gonna try to interfere at least as possible.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so Honor, you before you take off out of town, Zoldar and Uvendi are like, if you're going to travel with us, I need you to not wear plate. You know, that gives away your location.
I see. What would you recommend me wear then?
He hands you looks to be like a leather breastplate.
By the way, I'm not wearing plate. I'm wearing chainmail. I've never gotten plate.
Okay,
so.
it is still metal. So
Can I like cover it up like with? Can I like wear the chainmail and then put the leather over it to kind of hide it?
They grab a wolf's pelt and they're like, here.
I throw the wolf pelts on me and kind of shift it to make it sure it looks nice on me as much as I can.
And they're like, yes, if we are to go hunting, we have to be stealthy, of course.
I see, I understand. I have to admit, I'm not the most stealthiest of people. But I can, if you wish, I will stay back, and when you signal, I'll come forward.
You see them take their water skin and kind of like a grape drink, and you say, drink this.
I kind of sniff it a little bit, and then I take a swig.
It's wine, but it's a very old wine, so it tastes kind of sour.
I kind of go the smooth.
and put some fire in the belly.
I've been accused of having too much fire in my belly sometimes.
All right. You head out of town through the western gate, right about, and you're on the map of Barovia. Good. So you're basically heading out this way.
Hold on. Okay, cool. I see it now. Yeah.
He says to the south is a Vistani camp. My understanding is they seem to be not as friendly as the usual Vistani, like the one you probably encountered.
Oh? How come? Why would you say that?
I'd put it this way. They look to be protecting something.
Interesting. Are we going to have dealings with them?
Not today. We hunt.
Understood. Lead on.
So he leads you further west, and you see this bridge. And it's a very sturdy bridge. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Out of curiosity, are we on foot or are we on horses that they like?
Oh, they're definitely on foot.
Okay, understood. All right.
All right, so they're kind of skirting the main path, and as you cross the bridge, you hear what appears to be the sound of howling.
I kind of am looking around towards where the howling is, and I kind of lean in and whisper to them. It seems we're getting closer.
It's not the wolf. It sounds like a wind.
A what? I didn't catch that through the rain.
The wind.
Ah, I see. Does it normally do that then?
Not as frequently.
I see. I kind of I keep sort of back from them so as not to give away their position, because I'm not the stealthiest, but I am basically still following them.
They punt to the north of the bridge, and you see this large lake that the Luna River dumps out into. It says that's Lake Zarovich. And it's one of the deepest lakes in the realm.
I see. I kind of stand as we near it. I kind of look out over Lake Zarovich through the wind and the rain and everything like that, just taking it all in.
And as you are watching the lake, make me a perception check.
22.
Okay, that's pretty good. Off to the east, you see the wind kind of settle down, and as you feel the rain come down, you see Yvengi put up his hand, like in a wait position.
I stop immediately and take a knee. Do I see what he saw, or do I see why he stopped us?
You see what appears to be a horse and carriage.
All right. How far away is it from us?
It looks like it's coming into town.
Okay. I know Venji is out in front of us because he's taking point, but is Zoldar like nearby? Can I whisper to him silently, or is he too far away to talk to?
He's nearby.
All right. I'm like, we don't. Is the carriage a problem of some sort?
You see this wagon kind of approach. And on it, you see what appears to be a Vistani woman. And there's a couple draft horses that are, tethering the front of the wagon. And you see the wagon slow up near you guys.
I'm taking cues from Ivanji and Zoldar. If they want me to freeze and want me to be quiet, I'm quiet. But if they're like moving towards the wagon and they're kind of relaxing, then I'll relax as well.
They see this wagon, and it looks like it's in a hurry as it heads into town. So after the wagon passes by, Zoldar takes a look back and he waves you on.
All right, I'll catch up with them and kind of ask them, is that normal? Does that happen usual?
We don't like to bring attention to ourselves, especially when we're in the hunt.
I see, I can understand that. I have to admit I've never been a hunter myself. It's invigorating to learn from such skilled professionals as you two.
And they continue on, and you see them basically come to this intersection.
Okay.
And they look over to you and they say, werewolves have been coming in and out, especially from this part of the realm.
I see. Can I look around and look for any signs of werewolves?
Make me a survival check.
Nope, I know nothing about werewolves.
They just say they look human, but obviously when the moon rises, they morph into these creatures.
I've heard tales about werewolves. Have you encountered any?
A few.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
12.
You think he's being honest?
But is he like when the topic turns to werewolves, is he acting suspicious, or either of them acting suspicious in any way?
They seem more cautious than suspicious.
Okay, that's understandable.
They're still trying to feel you out.
Okay, well, I understand. I keep my mouth, I kind of nod, and I ask them, hold on. Can you hear me? It looks like I'm not connected correctly. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It showed that I was red on voice connected for a second. So, anywho, I'll ask them if they have any suspicions of, do you think that werewolves have infiltrated the town? Do you think that they're in Vallaki itself?
We do.
Oh, I kind of look at them and I ask, do you have any idea who they might be?
We have our suspicions, but it's nobody that has been in town in a while.
I see. I'm going to insight check that real quick.
Okay.
12.
Same type of suspicion.
Okay. I kind of nod and I say, well, if you need any help with werewolves, I'm sure that me and my compatriots would be most happy to assist.
Good.
Very well. If you, when we get back to town, if we find the rest of my group, share these suspicions with them. They'd be interested to hear it. I have no doubt about that.
They head north on the trail, and you see it start to get a little bit rougher on the edges.
Okay. By the way, this entire time, my greatsword is pretty much sheathed on my back, and I'm more favoring my silver longsword that's by my side. And they can see that I showed them that it's silver out and the outset, just to show them that.
So, as you guys are heading north, all of a sudden it starts to downpour.
I kind of pull the wolfskin cloak like a bit more over my features, and I speak as loudly as I can to be heard through the rain. The rain's coming down more. Should we call off the hunt?
We'd be okay.
I see. Carry on.
And you guys seem to be going at a slower pace.
Yeah, I'm pulling my wolfskin cloak like all around me to make sure to try and keep out of the rain as much as possible.
And as you're heading north, you hear the same sound of the horse and carriage again.
Does Avanji stop us again?
He does.
I kinda look out to see where he sees the horse and carriage, and I'm looking to see where it's tracking across.
You don't need the roll for this, but basically you see the wagon hurried. The same wagon you saw earlier. And one of the wheels on the wagon breaks.
At this point, I turn to look to Avanji and Zoldar, and I expect them to like move towards the wagon and make a reaction towards the wagon, but I'm looking at them to see if that's the case.
They look over and they see that they're kind of holding their action, waiting for whatever to come off. And you see this woman, this Vistani woman you saw earlier. And she jumps down, and you notice that right off the bat, one of her legs isn't a leg at all. It's a prosthetic leg.
At this point, I whisper like quite loudly to Zoldar and Avanji, "We need to go. We need to save her. She's in trouble."
They hail and they say, "Don't move." And you see the woman just kind of frozen.
While they say that, Honor kind of pushes past them, and he's headed over towards the woman immediately. And is like, "Ma'am, are you all right?"
I am fine. Please, I have to get this wagon back on track.
I look at the wagon. How, like, is it completely overturned? Is it just missing the wheel? Like how damaged is it?
It looks like, based on your passive perception, the wheels cracked and the axle looks like it's not an easy fix, but it's going to require you guys to lift the wagon.
I kind of turned to the woman and I was like, I don't know much about repairing wheels, but we can lift the wagon back on track. Avanji, Zoldar, would you be so kind as to help?"
They acknowledge.
All right, I'm going to try and lift the wagon and back on track.
All right, you can make a strength with advantage.
11.
You're having a real difficult time holding the wagon.
Okay. Can I try again?
Yeah.
Or like, can I take a break and try and kind of like I tried moving the wagon and it's not budging because of the rain and the mud and everything like that, and I kind of stopped for a second. I kind of look at the woman and it's like, it's pretty stuck, but let me try and have another go. Avanji, Zoldar, try and get the other side. We'll give it a good heave-ho and back on track.
Make me a perception check as you're talking to her.
9.
Okay. She looks fine. Go ahead and make me another check.
12. This wagon's not budging.
She's like, "Fool, move aside."
I kind of back off and I'm like, I kind of, by all means, ma'am, if you think you can, if you wish to help us, we'll be happy to assist. I notice her prosthetic leg, of course, right? So I kind of give her a look and I was like, "Are you sure you should be doing that with your leg?" Oh, and as I say that, she writes the wagon.
She sighs as she lifts up the leg, or she lifts up her body to the back of the wagon, just and Yuvenji and Soldar just basically help, and then
I'm assisting her. I try to move in to
she
assist her.
doesn't ask for it. She's like, "Put the wheel on. You've already tried."
Ma'am, we only are trying to assist you as
Please
best
do
we
it
can.
quickly. She
Why?
said,
Is something the matter?
"I'm trying to get back to safety."
Safety. I kind of look around at this point and looking for what's chasing you, ma'am.
Stop stammering and help me.
I kind of give a thing, and I go to move to try and put the wheel back on with Avengi and Soldar's help.
All right, so you're gonna need to do a make me a strength check.
With advantage since Soldar and Avengi are helping.
Yes.
18.
All right, that's a little bit better. So you get the wheel on, and eventually the wheels reset.
There, ma'am. We've put the wheel back on. I'm looking up at her in the wagon.
She jumps immediately back into the wagon and starts to ride off.
Before she rides off, like while she's doing that, I say, My name is Honor Pendragon, by the way. I didn't catch what your name is, miss.
All you need to know is I'm running away.
I kind of, as she doesn't answer and as the cart just carries forward, I kind of try to keep pace with it for a little while. And then I realize she's not, she's just bolting as fast as she can, and I kind of stop and I watch the cart leave in the distance.
Make me a perception check.
18.
All right, as you see her basically about 60 to 90 feet out, in the back of the wagon, you see a slumped Irina Coliana passed out in the wagon.
In the wagon? Oh, I at that point I stop and I see and I go, oh no. And I told Zoldar, Avengi, she took the person that I'm supposed to protect. I didn't see her in the wagon. Can you track the wagon? Can you follow it?
He says not at this point. And then all of a sudden he perks up and he says, "Quick, climb the trees."
I'm not asking why, I'm just going to try and climb the trees.
All right. As you are climbing the tree, you hear the sound of howling in the distance.
I look to Avengi and Zoldar to see if it's safe to just sit in this tree and wait, or what they're doing, like if they're trying to hide or if they're trying to like get higher up or like try to move from tree to tree, or what's going on.
They basically put their lip on their mouth to be silent.
Understood. I be as silent as possible.
And as you're sitting there, you see this pack of wolves go by. And looks to be about 20 to 30 wolves.
Oh wow. I stay silent with Avengi and Zoldar, and I'm watching the wolves. Are they literally following where the wagon went?
No, they are in the trees at this point.
No. The wolves. Are they wolves or following the wagon?
Yes, they are absolutely following the wagon.
Okay, I watch as the wolves chase the wagon. And I'm kind of... Honor is sitting there in the tree, and he bites his lower lip, and he turns to Zoldar and Avengi and says, "Is there anything we can do? Is there any way that we can stop those wolves or divert them in some way?"
Let them pass. They will definitely shred us to bits.
I know, but
Do you value your life?
I value the life of that woman that I was sworn to protect as well.
And you will not uninvitedly go brazen after her.
Honor like bites his lower lip as he thinks, but he stays silent up in the trees as he watches as the wolves run past into the distance of the rain.
Well, as you are sitting there, one of the wolves looks larger than the others, and you see the wolf transform and morph into a human.
What does he look like?
He looks like a man with darker hair, with a very pale complexion. He looks to be very much a man with noble clothing. He looks to be wearing basically a black cowl with red. He kind of looks off in the distance and kind of looks your direction, but says nothing.
I know as a player, I know as David who this is, but can Honor kind of get the feeling that this guy is Strahd himself?
You're not sure, to be honest. You feel like he is evil, but he's not like you feel like it's not an overwhelming evil.
Interesting. As like if he turns to look at me, like I'm looking at Avangian's holder still hiding in the tree at like while he's changing. And then when he stops to change and he kind of stands up and he looks in our direction and he looks at me, Honor kind of just stands up in the tree and tries to match his gaze in the like he's pretty far away, but to match his gaze in the distance, and there's that brief cinematic moment where they're just staring at each other in the distance.
You hear a sound of a man come out of the woods, and this guy, he's very noble and elegant in his attire, even more so than this other guy. And he says, "Creel." He says, "Yes, my master. Find the woman."
Kuril, I heard that name, correct?
Yes. Kiril.
Kiril?
Yes.
All right. At that point, Honor kind of moves back behind the tree to listen into this.
He says, "You did a good job luring those people into my realm. But now we need to start the plan."
Honor's just like pushed up against the trunk of the tree, just listening to this conversation. I assume Zoldar and Avangi are trying to be as quiet as possible. And yeah, we're just paused and listening.
"We have turned one of them into a monster in the village of Valaki. Now we focus our efforts on another. Send a message to Radadin that I wish to pursue further conversations with an Edwin Vond. Perhaps he may want to take over my realm. I grow tired."
Radovan and Vaughn, correct?
Radahin and Edwin Vond.
Okay, noted. Honor's like trying to commit all of this to memory as much as possible.
All right. You see them disappear into the woods, and after about an hour or so, Yavenji gets down from the trees and says, I think we'll be okay now."
That was Strahd, wasn't it?
He doesn't say anything.
I kind of look back to where the men were as I come down from the tree myself, And I look at Zoldar and I ask, Kuril, do you know him?
The name does not ring a bell.
And the other two, Radahen and Edwin Vaughn, what about them?
Neither one. Neither one I know about.
I see.
We should head back to the village.
Agreed. We should head back to the village. As Zoldar and Ivanji start walking back towards the village, Honor's going to pause at the base of the tree, and he's kind of going to look back into the mists where he saw them talking and where he saw the wagon and the wolves running away. And then after a few moments, when they've gotten right when they're about to fade into the mist, Honor turns, pulls his wolfskin cloak tied against himself against the rain and the wind, and follows after them, thinking to himself.
All right. Fade to black.
I think we have everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, full roster today.
All right. Anybody's excited for today?
Well, yeah, things are going swimmingly. Why wouldn't we be excited?
Absolutely ecstatic.
You know, you want to know what I feel excited about? Like, it feels like we have for kind of like the first time, some sort of a fixed, common, clear objective, and that makes me happy.
What's that, to live?
No, to try to find the wizard.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz?
Probably, yeah.
We just follow the yellow brick road, right?
We'll see if it comes down to be that easy. I doubt it, but it's just a hunch.
Why? Everything's been so easy thus far. Nothing's gone wrong whatsoever.
I know, right?
So let's do a recap then.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably it would probably be good. And some of it's probably going to be a bit of metagaming information for Honor, and then if kind of like Honor do a bit of a recap on his end, then it's probably going to be a bit of a metagaming for us. But I think it could serve us well to do so, even though, or at least just kind of like refresh where we left off, probably, which was that we were at the inn. And we were pretty much taking a long rest while waiting to set for Orenso village, which is east.
Orensau, yes.
Orensau, sorry.
Yeah, it's east. It's northeast of the village.
And it's
Sorry to interrupt the recap, but why were we setting out for that village again?
Because Orensau is a farmer community, and it's nearby Mount Barathok, which is the mountain where the crazy wizard of the tale, like Madame Eva's tale, is supposed to be hiding right now. So we're going there because we kind of ran out of option in the village, and we figured out he might have some sort of information, or he could be of some sort of help, on top of being possibly able to remove Beltic's curse or mark. So that's what made kind of like more sense to the group. We tried other things last week in the village, and they all failed as usual. So that's why we're kind of left with that option right now.
We did deliver some bananas, though. Successful mission.
That's right, we were successful delivering bananas.
Technically speaking, we also succeeded at delivering the doll. It's just not something that we actually planned on doing correctly in the first place.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we had dinner with the lady.
Yeah, and I guess that went surprisingly well, given the circumstances.
Okay, I'll definitely be interested when the video comes up to catch up, but okay, got it. So it's been a couple of days for you guys, hasn't it? Because for Honor, he just went out into the woods to hunt for the wolves and then came back, pretty much.
No, I
No,
think
this
it all
was one
happened.
day.
Yeah, one day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we got into a lot of mischief in one day.
Yep.
Sometime this morning, someone's gotta leave. By noon, I
All
believe.
right.
And I guess one of the things that the group would have probably catch you up like ASAP is that Irina has gone missing from the church because the church was attacked, and there's some new kind of like characters in the picture that we're not super sure of, but apparently there's a new vampire hunter in the mix who might have helped Irina escape west.
Okay, interesting. But Honor, are we going to assume that Honor's caught up with you guys and you guys refill him, or do you want us to actually play that out, Ryan?
Let's play that out.
All right, got it.
So you guys take your long rest, and before we do, we need some watches.
Beltic was it was only Beltic and who else passes? Ella, who passed the last save. So Beltic offers to take first watch.
And I'll take second.
Larry will take third.
All right. Larry, on your watch, you hear the door swing open into the inn. And do you go outside to take a look?
I do.
All right, down below you see Honor and Yuvengi and Soladar. Look like they just wrapped up their hunting trip.
As soon as I look up and I see Larry, I turn to him and I'm bolting for him, and I'm going, Larry, there's a situation, there's a problem.
You hear one of the patrons like, "I'm trying to sleep."
Sleep later. This is more important. And I'm moving up towards Larry. Like, is he on the balcony or is he on the lower level with me?
He's on the balcony.
All right, Honor's going to leave to try to go upstairs. Honor's going to go upstairs. Get everyone awake. Something has happened with the utmost urgency. We need to move out now.
I say, sure, Honor, just quiet down here a little bit.
There's no time to be quiet. Arena is missing. Arena's been taken.
You see this guy stomp out of one of the rooms. He's like, "Listen, you jerk, I'm trying to sleep."
Listen, you jerk, we are trying to save a person's life, so please go back to sleep.
I yank Honor into the room, so stop the ruckus.
Ah!
All right, the rest of you guys are awakened to Honor screaming out in the hallway.
Beltic kind of shakes the sleep off of him, and he's like, "What's going on?"
Arena's been kidnapped.
Oh, yes, you weren't in town with us. Yes, we are aware.
You're aware? Why aren't we doing anything to save her?
Keep your voice down. Strahd is listening.
I know that too. I met him.
Are you okay?
Yes, he didn't see me, but we met. I saw him on the road. He's chasing Arena and the woman who kidnapped her.
That does not bode well. It looks like you fared better than us, though, with our meeting of Strahd. And Beltic kind of points to how burnt all our garments are.
You didn't meet him like we met
What
him.
happened? What happened?
Fireball.
Did you meet the other vampire as well?
Other vampire?
Yes, the other vampire. At first I thought he was Strahd himself, but there was someone with him. His name was Kyril. That was it.
I do not believe we met such an individual. Instead, we learned that Strahd is either working with or dominating the minds of the Burgermaster and his bodyguard.
That bodes ill. But we need to save Arena. Arena's the most important at this point. Why haven't you gone to her? Why haven't you organized and left if you knew beforehand that she was taken by the woman with the wooden leg?
Ah, so that's why she was limping. No, we didn't know where she was taken, and Rick Tovin spoke well of his apprentice who's guarding her.
Who? What do you mean?
Ah, Rick Tovin, the vampire hunter. You probably met him as the carnival master who's in town. That
Rick
was merely a
Tavio?
disguise. Yes, that was merely a disguise. He's actually a human vampire hunter.
Well, is he willing to come with us? We could use all the help we can get.
Beltic kind of realizes he said all this out loud and kind of looks to his brand and says, I probably shouldn't say any more on that matter, except to say that he is occupied at this time.
I see. Well, we need to go after Irina and apparently Rick Tavio's apprentice as soon as possible. They were being chased by upwards of 20 wolves, possibly werewolves. I'm not sure.
At this point, Beltic looks pretty serious, but kind of looks to the rest of the party since he knows that we haven't actually got a chance to really discuss what our next move is yet.
Also, have you met anyone named Radahan?
Beltic kind of looks at him and shakes his head like he's not familiar.
Honor
That's a
kind of
new
Honor crosses and sits down on the bed. Strahd and his servant were talking about someone named Radahan and a man named Edwin Vaughn. I'm not familiar with either of those names.
Are you serious, idiot?
Yeah, I'm not real interested in his entourage. So why is it that all of a sudden we need to chase after Irina?
Because we were sworn to protect Irina.
We did that. We delivered her.
What was he talking about, Edwin?
Yeah, of course. That's me. I'm Edwin.
You're Edwin? I just know you as Ed. You never introduced your full name to me.
I shake my head. And
Suddenly, Honor's eyes narrows and is like, "Why does Strahd want you?"
I don't know. Actually.
I'm going to insight check that.
All right, go ahead and make a roll.
12.
You are pretty sure Ed doesn't know what's going on.
I'm just trying to make it out of here, man. Like, and I don't know why everybody's after me, but I'm just trying to make it out.
We need to be careful. If Strahd wants you, he has the ability to dominate others' minds. Even my kind, who are more resistant to these kind of tricks, are still susceptible to him. So we must get out of here as quickly as possible. Are we heading after Irina? Is that the plan?
I think she's safe. I think she's safe for now. I think the closer we get to Irina and the more information we have on her location, the worse it is. Because of your mark, because of your curse, we need to get rid of that ASAP. And then we can take the steps to pursue her.
She was being chased by 20 possibly werewolves and 2 vampires. I think we should go after her immediately.
Apparently that woman is worth 6 of us, so.
You hear a knock on the door.
Beltic will answer the door with a grimace on his face and his hands balled into fist.
You see Rictavo. He says, "May I enter?"
Yes, come in.
No. Why are you asking?
Let him in.
Yeah, look at you, funny.
No,
Celtic.
enter without permission or you can't enter. You are not allowed to enter.
You're the only one barring him from coming in. We've met with him. We know
No,
him.
he's testing him to see if he's a vampire.
I do not grant you permission to enter this room.
He takes out a piece of garlic and eats it.
That's
I
nice.
laugh at
The
you,
door.
Beltic. It's like, you paranoid
That
little
works for
gnome.
me.
Are you finished? Shit.
Yeah, Beltic moves out of his way and lets him in.
You should be embarrassed.
Beltic kind of looks a bit sheepish. He doesn't know much about vampires, and he's like, okay, I guess I judged this one wrong.
Honor pats him on the shoulder and is like, "No, you did right. We need to be careful."
I need you to step out of the room, Beltic. No offense, but he points at your
Beltic kind of looks at his arm and he goes, "I'll go wait in the dining area." And he goes outside and down the stairs and into the dining area.
He closes the door behind him. He says, I have some spells that keep me from being identified. And I have a couple items that keep me from being identified. So I'm not worried about the scrying mark, but I am worried for you guys because you don't have those protections.
Can you give us those protections?
Unfortunately, I'm not a spellcaster.
I see. Then where did you get them?
Years of training, years of exploring, my friend.
I see. So, are you saying that since Beltic has that mark, Strahd can view us at any moment in time, at any time?
If he feels like it, yes.
That's why we can't go after Irina like that.
He nods. If what I overheard is true, sorry, I was eavesdropping. I think that Irina is in safe hands for now.
Who is the woman with the wooden leg? They say that she's your apprentice.
Yes, Esmeralda. We had a falling out. Well, I wouldn't say a falling out, but a mutual disconnection a few years ago. A mutual understanding, I guess, is the best way to explain it.
Honor kind of narrows his eyes, but he doesn't say anything.
Honor, think of it like a relationship between a father and a daughter. And it will make more sense.
And you trust her? You trust her with Irina?
I do.
Honor kind of lets some of the fervent and the stress that he's been carrying ever since he saw that kind of let out of him, and he kind of visibly relaxes and he goes, well, she was definitely strong. I was impressed by her strength.
What direction were they headed, just out of curiosity?
They were headed west.
They must be headed to my tower.
Your tower?
Yes, I have a safe haven, so to speak, off of Lake Baratok.
I see. How far away? We could use that possibly as a staging ground in order to plan our next means of attack where Strahd can't find us.
It is about a half day's travel west through the woods. I imagine that's where you ran into Esmeralda?
Yes, I was on the trail with Ivanji and Zoldar, and we crossed paths.
I've not seen her in quite a long time. It's probably been years now. The tower that I have is, needless to say, rather protected.
Well, that's good then. We should instead move from here to the tower and make our plans there where Strahd can't eavesdrop on us and can't find out our plans.
Yes, I think your course of heading to the Mad Mage is a wise one.
The Mad Mage, I kind of look at the others.
Yeah, to remove the curse.
Ah, I see. The one that the storyteller told us about, correct?
Exactly.
Yes.
I see. Well, if he was an enemy of Strahd, then he should be of great help to us.
Yeah, the only obstacle is apparently he's gone mad.
Mad.
but
Crazy.
I think it's still our best bet right now.
I turn to Rictavio and ask him, is there any way that you can cure his madness, or no way to cure his madness?
I don't know what type of magic he is under, but I can say that with certainty that Beltic's magic that's been placed on him, I could try to remove it, but it would expose me to Strahd, if that makes sense.
Well, I, for one, believe that Strahd already knows that we're moving against him, and it's best to mobilize our forces in order to attack him than stay hidden in the shadows.
Unfortunately, if he knows that I am still around, he will go after me with relentlessness.
Yeah.
Honor kind of turns to him and says, "So you faced him before?"
I have not faced him head on. I have studied him for many, many years.
I see, and then why would he go after you so vehemently, if you don't mind me asking, sir?
Because he doesn't know who I am yet.
Very well.
See, the doc here is a vampire hunter, so... And
It's not like I can just wave my hands and be like, "Hi, I'm on our Pendragon. I'm a vampire hunter." You know, he would probably go after you right away.
Well, perhaps we should spread rumors that there's a vampire hunter out here somewhere. We can draw Strahd out away from his fortifications and attack him that way.
Well, the good thing is there is one, and she's actually protecting Arena. So that makes a perfect diversion for us to go after the wizard. And then when we come back, then it'd be a good time to go back to Lake Barathok. And like you said, have establish some sort of a base of operation there, and then figure it out there, and come up with a plan.
Very well. Honor kind of gives a sidelong glance at Ed again, and then he just kind of keeps his mouth quiet and leans against the wall. He's relaxing a little bit more now.
Well, Honor, like, you did mention that the person that you overheard mentioned that they're after me, and I don't know why. And I mean, maybe the doc would know something, or maybe would have like some sort of insight, but I really don't know why they're after me.
He talked something about nobility, if I remember correctly. I kind of turned to Ed and was like, "Are you of noble birth, Ed?"
No, I mean, I've worked with nobles, like, quite a bit, but myself, I am not of nobility.
I paused for a second, and then it looks like I kind of remember something, and I turn to Rickton and I go, "What about Radahan? Does that name ring a bell?"
That is Strahd's right-hand man, basically his butler.
I see. Interesting. Is he a vampire as well?
I don't think he is. I think he is more of an elf than a vampire. When you think of like a stereotypical elf, think of like Hugo Weaving's character from Lord of the Rings. Kind of that pretentious elf.
Hey, easy.
Nice.
Well then, when are we heading out to go and see the wizard?
We were waiting on you.
Well, I'm back. We can go immediately if that's the case. Honor kind of like rotates his arms, stretches a little bit, getting ready to move out.
You feel like you're up for it right away, and then
I believe we shouldn't waste any time.
I agree.
All right. I must depart. I have to feed the animals.
You're not coming with us, Rickton.
As soon as I step out of this room, I am Rictavo.
Yes, very well, but you're not coming with us, Rictavio.
The festival is this morning. I have to maintain my role to not draw suspicion.
I see. Understood.
Unless you want to give away that you're going to the Mad Mage.
Honor kind of looks at the rest of the party assembled, and he kind of says, well, what do you all think?
I think we're in these lands we're outnumbered, so I think we needed to play it from the shadows. I think Rictavio has the right approach for now.
Could Rictavio meet up with us after the festival somewhere?
That is possible.
Then let's plan for that. Will you pretend to be Rictavio here at the festival, and then afterwards we can meet somewhere in order to continue this.
It will take you 2 days to get to the mountaintop.
I see. Well then, is there a place that we can meet you once you're done with the festival?
Meet me at the northern point of Lake Zarovich. He draws it out on the map.
Very well.
He basically the tributary to the farthest end of Lake Zarovich.
All right then, what are we waiting for? We should start moving out and making to Mount Baratok.
Agreed.
All right. When you guys get up in the morning, the city guard is waiting for Beltic to be escorted out of town.
Of course.
Beltic doesn't protest in any way, but he makes sure before he leaves the tavern that he gives a note to the innkeeper addressed to Lady Fiona, explaining that we didn't deal with the burgomaster because we didn't want to interrupt the dinner that Strahd was having with him, and I'm sure that she understands. And we shall return to go ahead and complete our end of the bargain.
Okay. I imagine it's a sealed letter.
Yeah, it's sealed. It's got the symbol of Sejuan Earthcaller in like the wax seal.
Okay.
And it doesn't explicitly say we were going to kill him or anything. It just says, to deal with our end of the bargain. That's all. But after that, I put up no resistance to the guards.
All right. After you guys leave town, let's do a marching order if we shall.
Beltic plans to be in front, and if the party's fine with it, he'll take like an extra 5 feet between him and everyone else. So if they want to talk and whisper, he'll have some distance between them. So hopefully this glyph won't hear it.
Honor's going to stick actually next to Beltic, and if Beltic protests, Honor says, "No, my friend, I wish to escort you personally. It's the least I can do."
Laird will be up there too.
I'll be somewhere in the middle as Gazelt.
I guess I would stand behind Honor, a few steps behind.
I'll probably stay in the back.
Beltic actually specifically tells Ed he'd like him to be a distance away. If Strahd wants him and Strahd can watch through Beltic's mark, he really doesn't want Ed close to the mark if possible.
Understandable.
Nothing against you, Ed. Just it's better not to have him be able to see the prize he seeks, if possible.
How long of a distance you need or want?
Beltic kind of looks at those who look like they know magic, because he just knows he can look through it. He doesn't know anything about the specifics.
Like, I'm okay for us to spread out, but we should still remain in visual distance,
I
Yeah, we
agree.
should never be more than 30 feet apart.
I wouldn't like us to be too far apart. I just hope that maybe you can have enough distance where, at least at a minimum, it can't hear you, if not see you. Perhaps you can stand behind someone.
Yeah, I'll give you about like 20 feet, and then I'll stand behind Honor. Not like a little bit behind, a few steps behind Honor.
Oh, I might be too late, but I kind of wanted to see about getting my weapon blessed at the church.
Yeah, you could do that before you leave town, Milcurry.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that was Larry.
Oh, Larry, sorry.
Oh, I thought you meant about good berries. All right. I just gave everyone a good berry.
Yeah,
Nice.
that can work too.
Does getting my weapon blessed cost anything? Or
It's treated as being under the spell blast.
Oh, so it's like you have, while wielding the weapon, you have the bless spell on you?
Yeah, but it's temporary, of course.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
All right, so as you guys are heading in town, who's in the front?
Beltic is, and I believe Honor and Larry said they're up there with him.
And then
Make
Ved would be
me
a few steps back.
a survival check. All right, now I need you to make me a dex save.
Sorry, click stealth first, but yes, 505. Let me roll that save. Hey, there we go, 23.
All right, you guys avoid a hunting trap that was hidden in the dirt, and it looks like it's a wolf trap. You see, it's very rusted, so that's why it was hard to spot. And it looks like it was hidden underneath pine needles and dirt.
I alert the rest of the party to its presence.
Hmm.
I'll reset that trap.
why
Could
don't we
be
take the trap with
Avanji's.
us?
Could be Avanji's and Zoldar's.
Yeah,
That's
be
what I'm
careful
thinking.
with that. Please don't hurt yourself.
Larry's gonna disarm, get a stick and set the trap off and take it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
I'm gonna
carry it,
cast-
I'll set it later.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor myself just in case. It's good for 8 hours.
All right, that was the first couple hours.
So at this point, are we like out of view of Valaki? We're just kind of surrounded by forest now.
You're starting to walk away. You're starting to see more and more forest.
Alright, I'm gonna be on my guard with my crazy passive perception.
All right, you're going to encounter something in a little bit.
Well, thanks for the heads up. In 2 rounds, you're gonna die.
We decide to turn around so that we avoid the encounter. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we left something at the end.
No farming or respawning.
I reload my save point.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
You guys go back into
Oh,
Valaki.
God.
Beltic's eaten by wolves.
I'm just looking at near max on a 3d6.
How bad can it be?
That's a question you just don't ask.
Apparently, it can be as bad as 12 and 16.
We're not all DM literate, so we don't really know what that means.
I have no idea what table he's rolling on, so I just know that when dice are near the top, it's usually bad.
It could be the amount of magic items we're gonna get after the fight.
Yeah,
You mean cursed items?
Sure.
I've played.
Stop it, all of you.
Cursed is still magic.
You're afraid of your own shadows.
Well, it kind of have to be considering they don't really show up here. Aw, that's cute. The sentimentalist and the pragmatist talking to each other.
Yep, true that.
So quietly as we walk, I'm conducting an Undead 101 class with my party members.
Honor is
Well-
probably listening in, and Honor probably thinks he knows a lot of the undead, but you realize that a lot of his knowledge has come from stories and books, so it's wrong in places.
And Beltic asks a lot of questions about the decaying rates of the undead.
And I kind of do a double take and look at Beltic again.
So what was the marching order again?
Beltic, Ed, and Honor are in the front. I know Ed is, I think he said 20 feet back.
It would be Beltic, Honor, Ed.
Larry.
Actually,
Gazelt,
sorry. It would probably
Gazelt
be
is somewhere in the middle.
Beltic, Honor, Larry, Ed.
And Ella at the end.
Damn.
Wow, it's the first encounter all over again.
Oh shit.
I think that's pretty good in terms of marching order.
I'd probably be back.
Okay, go ahead and place yourself. There you go.
Probably be Beltic.
We all just move away from the wolves.
Ella, you're standing in my spot.
I kind of saw it as like Larry and Honor are like flanking Beltic, and if Beltic wants, Honor's offers to like pick up his arms and swing him a little bit while they walk.
I believe
Nice.
I believe what we call initiative is in order.
Probably.
No.
Booyah! There we go.
Ah, crap.
It's up to that
So,
-1, Larry.
So I'll be going sometime tomorrow, guys. I'll see you later.
Because I have an 8 for dexterity.
Alright, I'll carry you up first. Your passive perception prevents you from being surprised.
So I put a hunter's mark on this first dire wolf, and then I shoot him. 16.
So I'm assuming it's a bunch of regular wolves and 3 dire wolves.
That will hit. And yes.
So 14 total. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have hunter's prey too, just a moment. Oh, wait, I can only... Let me check. Is that when they're full health or not full health? Hold on. Oh, only wounded, so not this time. 14.
14 total?
14 total. And that's it.
Beltic.
Okay, so which one was damaged?
The first one.
Beltic kind of looks to the party and specifically looks to Honor and sees if Honor's going to go chase that one that's smaller that's right in front of him, or if he's planning to go after dire wolves as well.
Honor kind of looks back and he draws his great sword and he says, "I'll follow your lead."
Beltic will move right here. He'll attack the one behind him with his first attack.
Okay.
Will a 12 hit?
Yes, it will hit the wolf.
Then he does 5 bludgeoning damage. And is it still up?
It is.
Then Beltic will make his second unarmed attack against it as well. For 6 more bludgeoning damage.
And that will kill the first wolf.
And then Beltic will spend 1 Kai point to take a bonus action to do a patient defense. So now he is dodging.
Okay.
And that'll end his turn.
Ed.
Alright, so first of all, I'll say make a line of defense. Don't let the wolves go through. Focus fire to be able to kill as many as possible as quickly as possible. And don't let them through. And then I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
It's here. Let me see the distance. That's 30. And then I'm going to use my light crossbow and fire at the wolf in front of Beltic.
Okay. That's a hit.
For 5, and then my sneak attack for 3.
It's still up.
And I'm going to
Was that the big dire wolf or the little one?
the little one. This one in front of Baltic. And I'm going to. That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Z Wolves go. 1 second on Z Wolves.
The Wolves go after this commercial break.
Right now, I kind of have like DJ Khaled in my head. Just be like, another one, another one, another one.
Or Queen, another one bites the dust.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Baltic. Who
Hopefully
ran out in
wolves.
the middle of the wolves.
I'm hoping wolves are the ones that bite the dust.
Yeah, exactly.
If it helps, only 8 of them can surround me at a time, so...
Hey Ryan, when Malkiri shot the big wolf, did it look like it resisted some of his damage, or did it look like he took it all?
It took it all.
Alright, cool.
Is it a silver weapon?
No, just an arrow.
Okay. It took full damage.
Alright, that's what I was wondering. Honor's read enough stories, and he was with Zoldar and Avanji long enough to be watchful of werewolves.
Shit, there goes the planet.
Looks like Ryan has to play Tetris with his wolves.
Tetris wolves.
Special type of wolf.
Turn order just disappeared.
Well, he's editing it. He has to quickly remove Baltic and Larry.
Yeah.
No, not that bad.
Look at all these friendly dogs.
Puppy! Mommy, can I keep one?
It turns out that the one I killed was actually their alpha, and now they're coming to celebrate.
Nice.
Beltic is the new alpha of the wolves.
Wouldn't that be a great turn of events?
They're like,
Yeah.
only the tiniest can lead us, and you are far tinier than the one you killed. You are now our leader.
Can we make an intimidation roll to dominate this pack?
Well, let the wolves go first. 10, I assume, and Beltic, they have pack tactics, so your dodge is
Nullified, got it.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
So for pack tactics, do they have to be within a certain range of each other?
they have to be basically within 5 feet of each other.
5 feet.
Which I assume in this case would be everybody.
Well, it's
Except
kind of like
for-
sneak attack. They just have to be in melee with something that's also in melee with another wolf type thing.
Well, I'm just
no-
wondering if I take one out that's in the middle, does that break the pack tactic or something?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I got Beltic, 19 hit you.
That'll hit.
14.
Nope, that'll miss.
So Ryan, are those from the monster manual?
No, these were my homemade ones. I have to swap them out.
Okay.
Larry, you are up.
Shoot.
You've got great cleave, right?
No.
No.
I got something else, though.
It's okay, man. Just go nuts. Try to kill as much as possible. Target the smallest first. It's a number game. You can do it.
Larry. Did you roll the hit? Yeah, Larry.
I think he froze to death.
Oh,
Larry!
I thought I was being attacked by wolves here.
Nope.
No, the other wolves weren't able to attack.
Oh, okay. I will hit that one with my longsword.
It's a hit.
Good hit. Good damage.
Which one you hitting? Okay.
That one.
All right. Anything else?
I will action surge, make another attack.
Okay.
There we go. That's the spirit.
Against that one.
No.
You can't hit the same one?
Yeah.
We'll assume he's hitting the same one. All right, that will kill the first wolf.
There you go.
Dead dogs don't bite.
Exactly.
And that's my turn.
Ella, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter right here,
Nice. Okay.
and that should hit all 4 of these dogs and not hit any allies.
All right. Very good. I believe that's a what type of save?
Let me see.
I think it's con.
Constitution saving throw.
And that's a level 1 spell, right?
Oh, nice. Look at that.
Level
Look at
2.
all of them. But then fail.
If any of them succeed, they take half damage.
Oh, look at that damage.
And that thing is kick-ass.
Yeah.
That's why I took it.
All right. Wolf is bye-bye. The others are still up.
Okay, and I'm gonna end my turn there.
Honor.
All right, Honor is going to charge in right here. And as he brings his great sword up, it bursts into green flames surround it.
Flame.
Green flame! Green flame!
Okay.
13 versus its AC.
Which one are you hitting? The dire wolf or the regular one?
The dire wolf.
That will actually miss.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
He's out.
Alright, I had an idea of what I was going to do, but since everyone seems to be doing so well at clearing and thinning the pack, I'm just going to go back to my default, which is Ray of Frost on probably the big wolfie right next to me.
All right, go ahead and cast it.
Of course it would decide to do that.
He casts Confusion.
Alright, so 15 plus 5 is 20.
That will hit.
And I believe it's D6 of cold, correct?
Yeah. Which one are you targeting? Okay, thank you.
Not what I meant to do.
If
D8 of cold. Okay, I'll reroll that with the correct damage. Even worse. And it is also slowed by 10 feet for its speed. And then with that, I'm going to move away because I don't like those teeth.
All right. Dire wolves have already gone because I used their turn earlier. So it's back to the top of Melcary.
Yeah, you should hide behind Ella, not out there in the open.
I just wanted to get away.
So the dire wolf that dropped, is that the one that I shot first?
Yes, correct.
Okay, then I'm going to shoot this one that, because I'll just hit.
And then I'm assuming you have to move the hunter's mark, correct?
I do as a reaction, yep. Thank you. 13.
13 will miss.
damn.
And then I'm done.
All right. Beltic.
Beltic will shift his attention to the direwolf and go ahead and make his first unarmed strike.
Kill the little wolves first.
That'll hit.
Okay, he does 5 bludgeoning damage.
To which one?
To the direwolf.
Keep going. All right.
And he'll do another 5 bludgeoning damage.
It's still up.
And he'll spend another key point to keep his patient defense up. And after I use patient defense again, that ends my turn.
All right, Edwin, you were up.
Alright, so I'm going to reload my crossbow and shoot at the regular wolf right here. Kind of like south-west of Beltic. With sneak attack and... that'll probably not hit. And
No,
then
not hit.
I will...
I duck.
I will move over here and use a cunning action to try and hide in the bush, if possible. And end my turn there.
Okay. Wolfies go. 18-inch at Beltic.
That will hit.
Can we
Take
get a
6.
different dice roller for roll 20? Because I think it has roll 20's dice have it out for us.
Alright, take 6, Beltic.
The Russians have hacked the Digidice systems. They're out to kill us all.
22.
I think we need to
Okay.
start a class action against roll 20 for damage done.
The dice gods are as magnanimous as they are cruel.
Okay,
Alright.
took that as well.
Miss. The one on Larry.
Is that a 9? A 12?
The 12.
That misses, but as a reaction,
Okay. You'll riposte. Nice.
I like it.
does a 9 hit?
No.
Well, that doesn't do anything.
And then the 2 dire wolves. Actually, before the dire wolves go, those wolves cannot attack this turn.
More friends.
Alright. So the 2 dire wolves. One on you, Larry. 14 hit.
Nope.
Okay, and you repose.
Damn.
12 will not hit.
Okay.
And then the one on honor. 22.
Yep, 22 hits me.
Alright, you take
Wait.
15.
60.
And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I take 15 damage and strength saving throw. Okay.
Oh man. Maximum damage.
You were prone.
Alright, prone. I take 15.
Ryan is starting to roll maximum damage on the dice as well again. Deja vu.
Larry, you are up.
Again, I think roll 20 has it out for us.
I'm telling you, man. Class action. Fucking sue this guy for.
I'll
It
make an
only has it
attack
out for
against this guy.
It's because I'm a deep gnome. Ha, roll 20.
Miss?
Can I roll like a different dice roller program?
And Snapchat it type of thing.
Or something?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll totally Snapchat a different dice roller program.
Well, that's my turn.
Ella.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shatter again, only right here this time. It'll hit all 6 of these wolves and this one dire wolf at the top.
Alright.
For some AC/DC
So they all
damage.
save, so full 12 thunder damage on all 6 of those little wolves and the one dire wolf. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to give Honor and Beltic Bardic Inspiration.
I think you can only do one.
Oh, and Honor.
Alright, cool, thanks.
Oh, nice. Look at those.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And that'll end my turn.
Ella's doing work!
Honor.
Alright, attacking with Green Flame Blade on the dire wolf again.
Are you going to stand first?
Oh yeah, half my movement to stand up. Thank you, I forgot I was prone.
Not a problem. I didn't know if you're going to stab from the ground like, ah!
That would work.
Is it?
It'd be kind of cool. No, half my movement to stand up. Dear,
You have Bardic Inspiration?
I'll use my Bardic Inspiration.
Roll high. Oh.
14?
Magic number.
Yes!
Nice.
Huzzah.
Boom! Nice.
Boom.
Truly
Awesome.
inspiring
And
bard
then,
work.
Has this wolf been hit by any of the shatters and stuff like that?
Just one of the shatters.
Okay, just one of the shatters. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn one of my spell slots in order to make this a smite.
Alright.
I'll add 2d8 to the damage that I deal.
Crush it like a bug.
8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 6 is 18 damage to it.
Yeah!
Anything else?
I'm standing. I burned the spell slot. I have a bonus action. Oh, Green Flame Blade deals 3 points of damage to this guy right there. And that will be the end of my. Oh, and then I can move, and I am going to move. I don't really want to leave that wolf. I'm going to move there.
Good stuff.
Gazelle.
Another Ray of Frost on the big doggy. Plus 5 is 16.
Y'all hit.
Cool. So, 4 more cold damage and slowed again for the remainder of this turn.
Now carry.
So I just kind of look over at Gazelle, shake my head. Look at Ella, smile. But that's some awesome damage. And then I shoot that guy again.
Yeah, well, that's what I get for rolling a natural 1 on my initiative.
Oh, I missed again. So inept. But I will cast Healing Word on Beltic. This is a bonus action. 5.
Beltic's starting to feel better. Some of those bites start to kind of close up.
All right.
That's it.
Beltic.
Beltic will start by attacking this one for 7 bludgeoning damage.
That will hit.
And he's still standing?
Is not anymore.
Then Beltic will move to the one that's to the right of him for 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And is he still standing?
He is.
Beltic will spend a Kai point to do a flurry of blows, so my next attack will be going at him for a critical for 8 damage.
Nice.
And I'm
Yeah,
guessing
one's-
he's down.
That one's toast.
And then my final attack for my flurry of blows is going towards that last wolf for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Now you're just showing off.
You better believe it. After that last one, Beltic like put his fist like all the way through the thing's mouth.
It's because of you, Mal.
And that will end Beltic's turn.
Inspired him.
Ed.
I'm going to shoot at the wolf still standing near Beltic with my light crossbow. Damn. And I'm going to use my cunning action to hide over here. And that is it.
That is it. All right. Larry.
I'm going to attack the small wolf next to me. And nothing. That's my turn.
Ella.
Just kill them all. Just kill them all.
I'm gonna I'm gonna use magic missile to hit these 3 little wolves.
Cantrip.
So 3, 2, 2.
Which wolf?
Each of the little ones. Oh, +1 for each. So 1 takes 4 damage, the other 2 take 3.
Okay. The bottom one's still alive. Honor.
Oh, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Larry a Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Go ahead, Larry.
What does Bardic Inspiration do again?
+4, right?
It's
Or
a
plus 1
D6.
D4?
D6 on a D20
D6.
roll.
Nice.
Oh, you know, I forgot I had a blessing on my blade, so I could add a D4 to my roll.
All right. Both of the wolves that were by Beltic and Honor are dead, right? There's only that little tiny wolf that's right by Larry still up, correct?
And a dire.
In the dire, yeah.
Correct.
All right. Honor moves and is going to go after the dire.
He's looking a little frosty.
Green flame blade again. Fine, I miss. All right, sure. Okay. Let's see. I have a bonus action. Nope. That ends my turn.
All right. Gazelle.
Alright, that thing's still standing and tired of being shown up by the other Wild Mage Sorcerer. He is going to go ahead and do Chromatic Orb on the Dire Wolf. Let's see if Roll20 likes this one. Yes and no. Okay. So I'm assuming that a 10 with Chromatic Orb will miss.
Correct.
Alright, and do you want me to roll a d20 for the Wild Surge?
Yes.
Not a 1.
Yeah, I just had to catch up with all 3 of my spells.
And not a 1 in the bunch. Nice.
Yeah.
So for wild magic, we're just assuming whenever we cast a spell, we just roll for the wild magic surge.
Have level 1 or higher. Like if it's a cantrip, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it says in the book DM says we roll, so we just assume that. So I'm
Wait, it's
asking
also
Ryan.
a sorcerer spell, so actually I wouldn't have had to roll 2 of those because 2 of those spells were bard spells. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now.
All right.
So yeah, with that Kerflunked spell, I'm just going to stand there looking even more embarrassed than I already was.
All right, Melchior.
So I will once again try to shoot this wolf. Oh my god, I give up.
I vote we use a different dice roller. That's just my vote. Or we just roll here at the house so that we can, like, we roll and then post what we rolled on the chat.
Well, bad rolls are a chance to role play.
So,
This isn't so much as Curse of Strahd, it's Curse of Dice Roller.
All right, Beltic.
yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, the Curse of Strahd has bled over into the dice.
So Beltic will start with the dire wolf for 9 bludgeoning damage,
All right.
and follow that up with 5 more bludgeoning damage. No, I was going after the dire wolf on those 2.
Now, like roughly how long would have taken us to basically I'm trying to evaluate like if we can reach Aran Sao by the end of this day, or if we should probably take shelter in the windmill type thing.
It is getting towards the late afternoon. You know that Ornsau's that direction.
Yeah.
We were told it's a 2-day journey to the mountains, so I don't know if we'd be able to get to... And that was to the mountain. The mountain's a bit before Orensau.
Correct.
So I don't think it'd be possible for us to get to Orensau in a day, Ed.
Should we take shelter in the windmill? It's up to you.
We have the deed. Perhaps if anyone's squatting there, we can convince them kindly to leave.
Oh, I forgot all about that thing.
We
And
didn't
Beltic
see
pulls the deed out.
we didn't see anybody. It looked abandoned last time we were there.
This is true. Just I bring it up only as a precautionary measure.
True, okay. Well, it's up to you. It's either that or like we push a little bit forward and then we camped in the open, and then it's just we'll be more vulnerable to to be harassed by wild beasts or even more wolves. I don't even know.
I'm fine. Just hold it up in the windmill for tonight.
Okay.
Didn't Isak tell us to stay away from it, though?
I see.
Yes,
was
he
that the
did have
water?
warning about it.
What did he say?
I don't remember. When we were going past it before, he told us he didn't want to stop, and or maybe did he just want to keep going? I don't remember.
Something about
Because we were
Dark
gonna
Tales,
have
if I
lunch
remember
there.
right.
Well, because we had Irina with us and we were trying to get her to town.
Is that what it was? Because we were going to stop there at lunch, right? But we didn't.
Yes, Ezek gave us warning against it.
He wanted to get to the town quickly, but if you wish, it's getting dark out. We might take shelter in this windmill this time.
Yeah, and we
There
could
may
probably
be
have a fire up and then, cook up something real good from the wolf that we just killed.
That sounds like a plan to me then.
Honor kind of shrugs and he begins to move towards the windmill.
All right, let's do it.
Beltic keeps the deed close at hand, putting it on his belt loop.
The what?
Beltic shows
Oh,
that he has a
right.
deed to the windmill.
Yeah.
Since the Durst family is no longer around and I have the deed, I imagine that this gives me some kind of ownership. Does it not work that way on the surface?
Yeah, we can kick out the squatters, if there are any.
True. How does it feel to be a landowner, Beltic?
In Barovia.
Very, very
In a dismal land as
strange.
this.
In Blingdenstone, we had a very different way of determining ownership. Paper would not be useful in these kind of matters.
True. But technically now, if you own this windmill, and this windmill is in Barovia, technically you're under Strahd, aren't you? Honor kind of gives him like a side, not accusing, but kind of more of a teasing accusing to Beltic.
I guess we'll have to go to Castle Barovia for me to pay my taxes then.
True indeed.
Ah, yes, Castle Ravenloft.
Or you could find someone to buy the windmill from you.
Perhaps.
Ooh.
I guess it all comes down to
Yeah.
how useful as a base this could be. Perhaps it has potential for us to use it later if it's defensible.
Good point.
Yeah.
I don't know how wealthy this land is, so
Get somebody to operate
you-
for you.
assuming
Make
it's
a lot
in
of money
operational
grinding grain.
order.
It would be a good place to stage an attack or some sort of siege on the castle at some point.
Maybe later, yeah.
Well, let's just hope that it's broken down, because if it isn't, then I wonder why they haven't been using it as of recent. After all, if there is a lot of money in grain, as there's been said, and it's operating, there must be something deterring people. Perhaps
Maybe
the
it's
wolves.
haunted.
Perhaps the wolves, but perhaps something worse. So I'm just hoping it's broken.
Yeah, let's hope that it's broken and expect it to be haunted.
It's daytime, right?
It's afternoon.
Let's make sure we get there during the day.
I like that.
If it's haunted, how does one deal with those haunting it? I'm not very familiar with such creatures that can haunt things.
I don't know. Maybe we can ask Honor.
Salt it.
Honor seemed lost in thought for a second, and then he kind of heard his name, so he turns back to you guys.
Salt the bones and burn them, right?
On ghosts. Oh yes, yeah. At least that's what the stories have said.
In the usual way, I imagine.
Yes, the usual way.
So I can punch them.
No.
Drat.
You
That
can
is
find
my
their bones
usual
and burn
way.
them. Salt them and burn them.
Did you
Would
say
there-
salt
would there-
bones?
Yeah, salt the bones and burn them.
Would their bones have to be nearby?
Yes, you have to find them.
Good, at least we don't have to go far away to find them.
Or you can
Beltic,
kill them with magic weapons too. Of course, we don't have any of those.
Beltic wants to go over to Honor and kind of see if he can get him to express what's going on. Ask him if it has to deal with the last time we dealt with wolves.
Honor continue, like you get the sense that Honor is kind of inside his head. He's not really paying attention to things that are going on. But as you come up and you ask him, Honor kind of goes, "Oh, no, it's nothing. It's just a minor thing."
If
And
you're
he
sure,
continues moving on.
I understand that. I mean, last time we fought so many wolves, we lost 2 companions. And these kind of things can be troubling. It's okay to admit that. There's no need to be stoic.
We did?
I know. It's just it's something I'm dealing with. But yes, it was troubling to lose so good people to the wolves. And yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. Honor kind of lapses into silence at that as they continued making their way to the windmill.
Beltic doesn't pry any further. He kind of understands. He thinks he's feeling similar things. So he's like, yeah, losing two like this, although this was a great victory, it's also a reminder of a great defeat.
Yes, exactly, Beltic. That's exactly what it is.
Well, if your companions fought harder, they'd be with us today. So let's move.
Where are you moving to?
We're going to that windmill, right?
Yeah.
All right. 1 second, guys.
Not a problem. Oh, and Beltic wants to go ahead and before we get to the windmill, take a little bit of his water from his water skin and wash the blood and gore off his hands. And all the black and purple shimmer has already left his body since he had that short rest.
So I got blood up to about my elbows. I just leave it. Kind of like it.
Actually, if we're going to potentially be pushing people out, I'm going to be pulling papers out. Beltic quickly goes behind a bush and switches into his fancier clothes. So yeah, Beltic isn't in his ripped up kind of battle attire. Instead, he's in his nicer kind of Victorian clothes. The only thing he keeps on is his yarmulke.
Honor kind of looking at it critically, and he's like, the cummerbund is on the wrong way around.
You got a date?
Well, if we have to convince people that we're the rightful owners, if I come up in raggedy attire, I don't know if they'll quite buy it.
Here, and Honor hands Beltic a piece of parchment that's wrapped up and like sealed with a little like indentation on it.
Beltic puts it on the other side. Now it kind of looks like he's got like a 6-shooter on each side, ready to draw both at a moment's notice.
You look outstanding, Beltic.
He goes, yes, I also feel like this look suits me. He kind of like moves the clothing around a little bit because it's like a little too big, but only slightly.
Here, let me help with that. And Honor kind of kneels down and kind of fastens the cloak a little bit better to make it look a little more regal and less ill-fitting.
Beltic appreciates it. He stands a little bit taller, a little bit less slouched when he's in this. He definitely seems to like this look more than his normal kind of drabby, ripped up stuff, especially since the fireball has damaged it more.
All right, so you guys see the same raven you guys saw, or you see a similar raven to the one you saw before kind of fly overhead and then circle towards those pillars. They're on the outer edge of the woods.
Beltic waves at it since he knows of the existence of were-ravens now, but he has no way of distinguishing which is which, so he kind of waves at it like friendly, like, hi.
Honor kind of gives, like, Honor's eyebrow kind of raises up as Beltic waves to it, but he doesn't say anything. He just kind of shrugs and keeps going on.
Larry gives the raven a thumbs up.
All right.
Honor looks at both of them thinking that he might be missing something, but then just continues on and doesn't say anything.
It's been about 5 to 6 hours is all. You still have your mage armor.
Well, that's reassuring.
All right. So you guys see what appears to be this onion dome edifice leaning forward into one side. And as you guys are approaching, you see basically gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. The crept wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven, and it hops, and it seems like it's agitated.
Beltic will wave at it and see if it does anything.
Beltic, is it an Underdark tradition to wave at ravens?
No, but my understanding is that they are people. We don't
Ravens are people?
Huh?
We've
Yes,
met
isn't that
some
a-
were-ravens. We're not sure if the ravens we're seeing at the moment are actual ravens or were-ravens. So just to be
Wait.
friendly and in case.
What? Where ravens? Otter kind of reaches for his silver longsword that's by his side. What?
They are enemies of Strahd. They're helping us.
Oh, I see. Honor
Wait, they're such.
Honor kind of releases the grasp on his silver longsword and kind of looks back at the raven and kind of like pauses for a moment as he stares at it and then gives it a small wave himself.
Wait, there's such thing as non-were ravens? I just thought that they were creatures that were people.
All right.
There are
I'm
wolves
going
and
to
there are
continue on.
werewolves. There are ravens and there are were-ravens. We just need to know which one is which as far as wolf versus raven.
I've yet to see one that wasn't a were-raven in my understanding. Perhaps some of the ones I have seen weren't then. I feel a
Well-
little foolish waving at them all now.
I think you're better safe to assume one way than the other and just playing it safe.
This one keeps squawking, but it hasn't reacted anyway. Ella, you can speak to these things, right?
Some small beasts.
See if it's a were-raven. Please.
Okay, I'll try and speak to the raven and ask it if it's a were-raven or a regular raven.
Are you casting Speak with Animals?
I have to speak with small beasts because I'm a forest gnome.
Okay. The Raven seems very agitated. It's like, don't go in there.
Well, it is suggesting that we do not go in there.
Why?
Why?
Does it have a nest in there?
Do you have a nest in there?
Oh no!
Tell him I'm Honor Pendragon.
This guy is Honor. He's really important somewhere.
Somewhere.
Tell him that we'd be happy to help if there's any issue or any problem with him.
It flies off. It's agitated enough.
Oh boy.
He flew off. What was he saying before he did? Did you insult him?
No, he just didn't want to talk much.
It must have been the nest thing. I think Ed nailed it on the head. And Beltic kind of goes over and knocks on the door a bit and waits to see if there's any response.
Honor is kind of standing right next to Beltic because he remembers what happened last time Beltic knocked on a door. So he readies an action to stop Beltic if something happens.
You listening to the door?
I'm not really listening next to it yet. I just did my first knock and kind of waiting to see if there's any response whatsoever.
You don't seem to hear anything.
Beltic, this time he'll go ahead and knock and keep his ear to the door by saying, "Hello, is anyone in there?"
And we all die.
Do we actually hear Raven on the other side of the door?
You hear a voice. Who is it?
"Hello, ma'am. My name is Beltic. I have a deed for this windmill. Could we please have a moment?"
1 second.
Beltic kind of goes ahead and looks at Honor and gives him a wink like everything's going pretty well so far.
Honor just kind of crosses his arms and like keeps standing next to Beltic.
You see this lady. This lady opens the door. She looks very similar to Madame Eva a little bit, but it's not her.
Hello, ma'am. I am Beltic, and he kind of pulls out the noble scroll that Honor handed him, but he doesn't really know what it says. So he goes, "I am Beltic Pendragon, and I have a deed for this windmill." He pulls out the other one, and he says, Are you employed here?"
I have a business here. You look awfully familiar.
It's probably because I've been teamed up with the Durst family for many, many years, and they've gifted me this windmill. So I was coming to check on it, and my party and I were planning to spend the night in the facilities. Do you have any kind of business contract with the Dursts?
I make pastries. Would you like one?
That is quite all right, ma'am. May we come in?
It's kind of like a strange place to make pastries. Do you have a lot of customers?
I sell mostly in Barovia.
Okay.
Larry is kind of creeped out. Can I like insight this lady?
Sure. You seem like she has some hidden motives, but you're not sure what.
Well, unless anyone says otherwise, Beltic will at least take a step into the building.
I kind of whispered to Honor, we should probably be on our guard here.
Oh, you think so? I'm kind of whispering back.
I'll indifferently follow behind.
Ma'am, do you run this operation all by yourself?
I have my sisters. They're upstairs.
Ah, yes. And is this a successful venture for you, ma'am?
Yes. Would you like to try a sample?
Honor kind of moves in, and he's kind of just looking around the entire area, just taking it all in.
Gazelle.
I've all
Yeah.
filled up. I'm
Gazelle
all filled
wanting
up
to
on
be.
wolf jerky.
Yeah, Gazelle wanting to be polite yet still indifferent will casually accept the offer if it's directed at him at all.
Beltic kind of want to whispers to Honor, like he's kind of like trying to pull Honor down to whisper in his ear, and he's like, "What do we do? I don't want to kick an old woman out of this place. Do we sleep the night with her in it still, or do we find somewhere else?"
Honor kind of looks back at the woman and goes, "Ma'am, do you have family elsewhere? I know you said you're staying here with your sisters. Is that correct?"
Yes. She goes, Bella, Ophelia, we have visitors.
And what is your name, ma'am?
I'm Morganthau.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't catch that. What was it?
Morganthau.
Morganthau. It's a pleasure to meet you, Morganthau. My name's Honor Pendragon.
And I'm Beltic Pendragon. As you can see, the scroll clearly said. Don't look at it too closely.
Of course.
I don't like people staring at it.
And I am Gazelle, their associate. Leisure.
Very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. And at that moment, I assume her sisters are coming down the stairs as well?
Yeah, you see a couple of similar ladies. And, you know, they definitely look like they're sisters.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Honor Pendragon.
Nice to meet you.
I step back.
I was just talking to your sister, ma'am, and I was wondering, do you happen to have another place to live? Somewhere else in town?
Well, the town's a little bit further to the south, west, or southeast.
I see. And are Are you related to the Dirts by any happen chance?
Distant cousins.
Insight check on that.
Ditto.
I really need a new dice roller system. This thing hates honor. Honor just kind of nods and goes along. Ah, I see, I see.
So I'm very suspicious of 3 old women out here by themselves. Shouldn't they be wolf bait by now? Or wolf droppings?
Perhaps
Do you
the
actually like
windmill has
whisper
kept
that to
them
us?
Yes.
We have a fresh pie out of the oven.
Perhaps the windmill has kept them safe all this time. That would keep us safe then during the night, at least.
Oh no, ladies, we could not impose and take your pie. We are well fed from our travels, but we would like to stay the night if that's all right.
Sure,
Isn't this place falling down?
a little bit.
Oh, is it like fallen down and broken in and like holes in the ceiling or
That's what I
anything like
thought
that?
you described.
I was AFK for a little while, so I might have missed that description.
Yes, we. Unfortunately, this inn is very old. You obviously know, being part of the Durst family.
Yes, of course. It's something that I have encouraged them to go ahead and slash a little gold into to make it look how it should. But that is why they've actually handed it over to the Pendragons. They feel that we can maintain it better for them. And we, in turn, will go ahead and share some of the profits back to them.
Ah, excellent.
Nodding along, he's not saying anything, but he's not saying anything really much.
Please, let's celebrate with some pie.
That does sound like a fine idea.
Can I kind of take a look at the surroundings in here?
How are you? Are you guys just visually looking, or are you just gonna purposely go through cabinets?
No, we're just visually looking around.
Okay.
I'm walking around the room while they're talking, and kind of like when you're at the shopping mall and you have nothing else to do, so you kind of like browse and pick up random things and look for things, kind of like out of boredom.
I kind of see Ed kind of perusing everything, and I'm like, Ed, we're guests here. Don't be rude and go through their things.
I'm picturing something along the lines of like inside Merlin's or Mad Madam Mim's house in Sword of the Stone.
There should be a big wheel for grinding, right?
Yeah, it's the wheel's upstairs.
Oh.
Is that where the oven is, too?
No, the oven's downstairs.
Oh, so they're like pulling the pie out like right here in front of us?
Yeah.
Is there a table that they're leading us to sit down?
Yeah, it's very tight quarters, obviously.
Honor will take a seat, and he kind of engages them in conversation. It's like, how long have you been staying here, ladies?
Oh, we've been here for quite a long time, probably like 30, 40 years.
Oh, so you grew up here?
Yes, our father was Fred Durst.
I'm gonna instant check that.
I see. Fascinating.
Wait, he was your father?
Yes,
I thought they were cousins.
I thought you were distant cousins.
we are. Fred is a distant cousin of the Durst in Barovia.
Wasn't he a musician?
Ah, yes, my mistake.
As a matter of fact, he was a bard.
Yeah. I think I've heard something about like a Fred Durst in some of the town, or maybe it was in a pub or something like that. I think I heard the name mentioned. A bit on the crazy side, I think, right?
Yeah, they had he had like he was like a spoken word poet.
Yeah, I heard he was wearing like some sort of a red, like a red hat or something like that, or maybe a bandana.
Oh yes, like a red cap.
Yeah, red cap. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Honor kind of gives a polite cough and is like, "So are you ladies musical as well?"
Our specialty is the culinary arts, the cooking arts.
Well, we have a very talented musician with us. Perhaps, Ella, would you be interested in performing?
I'd be happy to.
And while that's going on, Beltic will take like polite little nibbles. I mean, he doesn't tend to eat a lot anyways, but he doesn't want to seem rude. After all, he wants to be, you know, this like honorable type.
It's a classical hit.
Rocking like docking.
Honor's going to use minor illusion to assist Ella in performing.
All right. Yes, they definitely approve. And they pour some. Looks like the same wine you've seen in the other villages.
Grape mash number 5.
Yes.
Beltic, he'll definitely take some. I remember he liked it before, so he drinks more of the wine than he eats of the pie. But he makes a show of being like, this pie is very good, with the occasional bites he's taking. And like as the music gets like going, he probably eats a bit more than he normally would.
All right.
I'll have some as well.
All right. So Honor will have some pie.
Well, Honor kind of like he doesn't want to impose on the ladies. He says he ate the jerky and he doesn't want to, if the pie is for their business, he doesn't want to eat their business without paying something or giving some recompense.
Well, let's use the since you guys are purchasing the mill, we can celebrate, obviously. No need
Beltic, when go ahead.
No, you first.
As Beltic, as Honor says that, like about not paying, Beltic almost like spits a piece out, and he like fumbles for some gold coins, and he goes ahead and like takes 5 gold coins out, and, like drops them on the table, and then continues eating the pie because he like kind of sheepishly is looking down, like, shoot, I'm failing being Honor. I have to be more like Honor to sell this ruse.
All right, so Beltic has some pie.
At the point where she says that they are celebrating and everything like that, Honor kind of goes, "Oh, so okay." Honor kind of seems more amenable to that, and he says, "Well, if you insist, my ladies, I'd be happy to partake."
All right.
With like a half mouthful of pie, Beltic goes, "How much do they usually sell for?"
Oh, just a couple, like a gold piece or so.
Well, you could take these 5. Beltic kind of wipes his mouth and pushes the 5 forward. Since only 3 pies have been eaten so far, he kind of passes the 5 forward, and he's like, "We appreciate the celebration, but we think that the celebration should be more on your end. We want you to know that time shall be great under our new management."
What's in the pie?
Oh, it's our secret recipe.
Sugar, spice, everything nice, even a few dreams.
Yes.
Is it wolf? We have some wolf meat we could add.
Oh, excellent. I could do that for the next batch of pies.
I assume they're meat pies anyway.
Honor will take a small bite of the pie just to see what it tastes like.
Beltic doesn't have a sense of taste, but he pretends to like it. He's like, yeah, that's very good. That's a lot of flavors going on there.
It'd be hilarious if it was flavorless. What?
Ruh-roh.
Misclick, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say. So that was a misclick?
Is the cooking that bad? They're actually terrible cooks.
All right. You notice that Honor and Beltic all of a sudden just start staring off into space a little bit.
Gazelt as well, because he said he was having some as well.
Oh yes, they need. And
I shake Honor.
hang on a second.
Watch out, he's going to hurl.
All right. So as you go to shake Honor, then the ladies start looking very nasty looking.
Are they pissed? They don't like the constructive criticism.
Actually, was it a charm or
Uh,
anything? Oh no, never mind. It wouldn't matter. It's a con save.
Yeah. So at this point, their mood goes from happy to angry, and we're gonna need some initiatives.
Ooh.
Do the dazed people still roll initiative as well?
Yes.
I think we should have just went up and evicted them.
Great! Now I roll a natural 20 on my initiative.
My initiative reflects the state I'm in.
Oh, what the hell are those? Did they change appearance?
What are
did.
those?
Oh, shit. Okay. I
Oh, no.
get it. Now he gets it.
Luckily, I'm not awake to see that.
Same here.
See what?
Is that a bug? I can't see it.
Honor, Gestalt, and Beltec are like looking at unicorns that are dancing around fields and stuff like that.
Yeah, Beltic's just back in Blingdenstone repairing clothes. Back where he wants to be.
I didn't have my token selected when I did initiative. Are you gonna put it in, or do you want me to reroll?
I'll fill in.
Okay.
I just say
It
shit.
was a 1.
Bitches.
Well, 5, but yeah.
All right, Gazelle, you're up first. You are in a trance, so you do not get to act.
Lucky me. Is there any kind of save for it?
You are incapacitated.
So, yeah, I'm just hanging out.
Ed, you are up.
I guess I'm going to try to move over here. Boom. And shake up Honor. I'm gonna try to wake him up, shake him up.
Give him a slap.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Can I make a save or anything to break out of my incapacitatedness?
So you would have to sacrifice a turn to.
I will. I'll sacrifice my turn to wake up Honor.
All right, so Honor is awakened.
Honor kind of blinks back and is like, Ed, what the? And he moves back and he draws his silver longsword.
Wake
All
up,
right,
dude.
Now, Makari, you're outside, and there's basically no room for you to get in.
Right. So I'm just going to shoot through the door at this one. I think I can see her.
Yeah, you might be at. I want to say you're shooting through multiple allies.
I'm short.
That's what I'm best at.
Yeah. 1 second.
I think they get cover.
Yeah, they do get cover. So go ahead and make a roll.
Roll it like it's hot.
It definitely misses.
Okay, then. Oh, yeah, well. I'm actually going to cast. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Ella. I think she's the only one I can reach.
Thank you.
So these are witches. I assume they're fae. So I think you get advantage. Those creatures have disadvantage against you. They can't charm you, frighten you, or possess you.
They don't seem to
Perfect.
be gay.
Okay. I'm done.
Beltic, you were up.
I'm assuming I just don't get a turn since I'm still back in Blingden Stone.
Yes.
Okay, I went ahead and just finished up sewing up a shirt. Now I'm going to the pants. That ends my turn.
All right. You were up there, Honor.
Honor immediately kind of looks around, seeing them transform. He draws his silver sword and he levels it at them, and he goes, "Fiends! What did you do to my allies?" Do they respond, or do I have to wait for a response?
Ah, you have eaten the pie of children. Ha ha ha.
You
The
foul
what? Wait, I'm out of a
beast.
trance.
Soylent greatest people.
Oh, that's so wrong.
I am going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself. As I'm talking and I finish casting it, I'm like, "You shall pay for what you have done."
Larry.
I'm not in the turn order, and I got a 5, and I have a +4 initiative.
Ella.
Ella goes
I
before I
told
do.
you. Okay, so then it's my turn.
You would
Yes.
go on a 9. If you get +4, correct?
Yeah. Oh no, I got a 1 +4, so I got a 5.
All right, you may go.
Okay. I'm going to use.
Oops.
I'm going to use Chill Touch against this one.
All right. Go ahead and cast it.
Does that hit?
Ooh.
It does.
So that one suffers 5 necrotic damage. Does it look like it's taking full damage with that, or
Yeah, it does. It does look like it takes full damage.
good news? Okay. I'm gonna end my turn there.
This is good. This is good.
Larry, you're up.
I'm going to attack that one. Does a 14 hit?
14 will miss.
Have I still got the blessing on my blade?
It is worn off by now.
Okay, that's my turn.
There you go. This one right here is going to cast a lightning bolt.
Ow.
And who?
Honor, Ella, and Malcari and Beltic. And Gazalt.
Does Protection from Evil give me advantage on the save, or?
I believe that would be under Charmed or Frightened saves, considering that it's a dex save. No.
Okay, because it also says attacks, but I guess... Oh, attack rolls. Okay, got it.
Yeah, Lightning Bolt's not an attack roll, unfortunately.
So because I'm incapacitated, I don't get a save, correct?
That would be correct.
Okay, good to hear.
I'm
Yay
going
for
to...
incapacitated.
I'm going to Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on that roll.
All right, so go ahead and make
Not
the,
that it helps with the dice roller.
So I get a deck save, right?
Yep, you do.
So that's FU and FU.
Yeah.
Ella's like the only one where the dice roller is actually working for her.
It
Can
was
I just
working.
switch?
Yeah,
It was
it's
working for me last fight.
yeah, it's quote working for me, except it's giving me what I need when I don't need it.
Can I just switch to like a roll 20, like some other dice roller program, or roll my own d20 here at home?
No.
No.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, I just need a second, guys.
No, take your time. I want Beltic to be around as long as possible. These extra seconds are meaningful to me.
Only Ella saved.
Yep, pretty much.
Unless it was a 10 or less.
Oh yeah. I don't think a 10 saves.
Since I rolled so badly, could I just take the full brunt of the lightning bolt and no one else gets hit behind me?
35.
What
That
the
brings
fuck?
me unconscious.
I'm down.
I think I asked once before, and I'm going to ask again just to refresh my memory. Do you use the massive damage rule from the player's handbook?
No, because it's
It's insta-kill in my case if it is.
no. Well, I think the way Adventures League is, it's not that way.
Okay, good, because my max HP is only 14. That's more than double my max HP. Yay, level 3 sorcerer.
Hang on 1 second. I'll clarify that.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Oh no.
Can Honor have, since Honor's wearing chainmail, could he have just taken the entire force of the lightning bolt and no one else got hit?
We can't lose you, Honor. Okay, stop talking like that. Okay, Mal, how many good berries do you have on you?
I have 4
I'm
potions
unconscious,
of
I have no
healing on
idea.
myself, actually.
No, I am mistaken. It does apply.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I guess I'll get started on my next character for next time.
Just smoked you.
Shit.
Well, there still
There's
remains. You still have remains, so that's a positive thing.
So what is the massive damage rules? Because that just took me out in one hit.
30. Yeah, it's in the player's handbook on page 197.
Yeah, if it doubles your HP, you're done.
Yeah, if the remaining damage left over after being brought down to 0 HP is more than or equal to your maximum HP, it is insta-death.
Wait, so the remaining after you've been brought down to 0 HP?
Yes.
Yeah, if he did anything 29 and above, it would kill him. Because he has 14,
Instantly and immediately, yes. I just went from full health past 0 to the afterlife.
Wait, was it double after you hit 0, or?
right? No. It's from your
Okay,
total.
so 35 minus 14 is only 21. That's time and a half more than my maximum HP.
You're gonna make a lovely pie, though, really.
We all are.
You said that your HP was. You said your HP was 28.
No, it's
Or-
14. 20.
No, my maximum HP is 14.
All right, the second night hag gets to go.
Yeah, 'cause
Who-
that's the beauty
are
of it. There was only one of them.
Are there any farmers, like, with, pitchforks that can come in and kill these hags?
guys.
Larry, did 11 hit you?
No.
And then the third one. Okay, go ahead and do your attack. That will hit.
So 9 damage.
All right.
Go, Larry.
The third night hag will cast polymorph
Oh,
on Larry. I need you to make me a con save, I believe.
Can I do another repost?
Make the save first.
I
Or
don't
it's
think
a
an
wisdom,
8.
it's a wisdom save, Larry. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, you do not
Nice.
turn into a chicken.
That's
Nice.
backwards.
And do you
Oh,
have
thank
reach
goodness.
on your weapon?
A what?
Reach weapon,
Oh, no.
because it's this one over here.
and it probably takes a reaction to do that, so you probably would be allowed to do it only once per
Yeah,
turn.
you've already used riposte once, so that,
Oh, okay.
that would be your reaction. All right. Top of the round, Gazelle. Beep.
No longer exists.
I'm just watching from the afterworld.
Ed, you're up.
Alright, I have a healing potion on me. I'm pretty sure I haven't used it last week.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that on Honor. So I'm going to pour my potion in Honor's mouth, and I'm going to wake him up. I'm going to tell him that he needs to help the others. And if I'm a rogue thief, so basically, I think it says my cunning action can be used to use an object. So if that counts, I'd like to use my cunning action to use my potion and still have some sort of like an action, so I can attack.
Yep, that would be correct.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'd like to fire my crossbow at this hag right here, because I think that's the one that Larry was able to riposte.
Yep.
So here's my light crossbow attack. And here's the sneak attack damage.
I rolled the potion. Is that all right, or do you want Ed to roll the potion?
I'll let you roll it.
There's a, what is it, plus...
2.
4 plus 2.
I am at 7 hit points now.
And that's going to be the end of my turn. And that was 13 damage total for this hag over here.
Okay. Mal.
Yep, 1 death save coming up. Damn.
Beltic.
1 success.
Honor, you are up.
Ed told me to help out the others, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump all... I'm going to pump not 8 hit points worth of energy into Beltic behind me to bring him back.
Okay.
And that's an action to do, so I have a bonus action and I have a move action. So basically, Honor kind of sputters up, he nods to Ed, he turns around and puts a hand on Beltic's leg to heal him, and then he turns and he draws, he grabs back his silver longsword and he continues to stand against the hags. And he actually says, "Run! I'll hold them off."
Damn, mine's... Wait, what? What's going on?
Hey ma'am, your pants are ready. Wait, what's going on?
Anything else?
I don't have a bonus. Actually, I'll use a bonus action to convert and some of my Font of Magic points and regain a spell slot.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Ella.
Healing word on Valkyrie.
Ooh, thank you.
I like this, guys. I like this. I believe in us.
And then I believe I can still take a move action.
Yeah.
Correct.
Should we run? I'm
Run!
honestly feeling like we should start running.
You actually have an action. You have a move, and because healing word is a bonus action, so you could cast a cantrip,
Oh, yes.
or you could do an action.
One of them shatters would be nice.
No, you can't. If you cast a bonus action, you can't cast higher than a cantrip.
Yeah,
Really?
that's correct.
Yeah.
But you get an action.
Yeah, but it specifically says that you, like, when you cast 2 spell, it can only be like one level 1 plus, and the rest has to be cantrips.
Oh wow.
Or else people would be able to use cast like 2 spells, 3 spells around.
Oh,
Yeah, like double fireballs and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where twinning comes in, but... Oh, wait, I'm dead.
All right. Anything else, Ella?
Yeah, 1 second.
Take your time. It's a pivotal fight. I don't want to.
Yeah. Slightly pivotal.
Yeah. So, 3 hags, 5 pretty shaken adventurers, and 1 smoking charred corpse.
Honor's just telling everyone to run.
yeah, we need space.
Everybody outside?
Okay, everyone get out of the windmill. Everyone. Except me. But as for now, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery on the one on the left.
All right. It does get advantage. And makes it.
Well, that will end my turn there, I believe.
It's okay, it was a good try.
Everyone should get out of the windmill, though. Yeah.
It's like, bitch, you should learn how to cook children. It wasn't even good.
Larry, you're up.
That one hurt even in the ghost world.
Larry's busting out the moves.
That does hit.
Mr. Maneuver.
12 damage, and let's make a strength.
Does.
I'll action surge.
All right.
Same one.
All right, go ahead.
$17 hit.
It does. And it is tripped.
It's not prone.
Interesting.
Anything else?
That's my turn.
All right. The night hag over here on the left, or on the right, sorry, will do a lightning bolt going this way. So I need Beltic, Honor, Larry, and Ed to make me saves.
God damn it. Gotta
Who
get
can't
one shot
save?
at again.
It would be a deck save.
Oh, 18. I'm still down because I only had 7 hit points.
All right, 24 if you fail.
I'm not dead though, which is good.
Isn't it? Please, no one join me.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm at 0.
Honor tries to interpose himself in the lightning bolt again to get hit by another one.
And it deflects onto everyone else. All right. So Ed is toast.
I mean, it would be unconscious.
Okay, you're unconscious. You're not X.
Maybe I went overly dramatic.
And Larry, I need you to make me a, I believe it's a wisdom save, correct, for the polymorph?
Oh, that's an ongoing thing?
It's another spell casting. Okay. Larry's now a chicken.
A cock!
Damn it.
And then the third one, All right. Ella and Mal, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. It is an enchantment, so you do get your bonuses.
Yeah, I have advantage.
I have advantages as well.
Well, if it's charm, trying to charm me.
They're trying to hold you.
Okay. $23.
Okay, both of you are neither held. He's out. Beep. Ed.
Saving throw. No!
No! That's 2. So you have one more death save.
Yeah. But I can't fail the next one, otherwise I'm dead.
Correct. Mal.
Okay, I need to get out of this doorway. So I'm going to healing word Ed.
All right. Ed, you're healed.
You have
Great.
8.
Plus your 3, you said?
Yeah, I already added it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately it was a 2.
Awesome, thanks.
Yep.
Oh, my. Baltic.
Let's see, that's a bonus action. And I can cast a
I can't
cantrip,
trip.
right?
Yes. Or use an action.
So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to shoot an arrow at this one.
One of them's still prone, right?
Yeah, actually. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck.
Is that one's prone?
The
Yeah,
one, yeah.
the one we've been eating is prone. The one with the
Oh,
wrench.
okay, so I'll shoot the one in the middle. Oh wait, which one have you been hitting?
The one that's prone. The one with the wrench. This one. But you get
I
disadvantage.
can't hit him prone, yeah.
Exactly.
But I can hit this one in the middle.
Go for
Yep,
it.
that one's been slightly damaged.
Okay, perfect. So 20.
There
That
you
one.
go, man.
And they'll also get no hunter's mark, but they'll get a hunter's ray. Hold on.
Colossus
Because they're
Hunter.
damaged already.
Okay.
So 13.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't
Excellent.
put a hunter's mark on her. Okay. As long as I can't get hit by a lightning bolt again.
Well, there's probably still one left.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Like Jagger.
Always like Jagger. Okay.
Yep. So that would put you out of sight.
I'm done.
Baltic.
Sorry, first one was a misclick. 14 death save.
There's hope.
It's 2 good ones, right, for you?
Yeah, but since I got brought back up, doesn't it reset?
Oh,
So yeah, I have one good one right now.
And no bad ones.
All right. Honor. That's one, I believe.
is that your first?
Think so.
Yeah, because he did get healed.
Yeah.
Ella.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on Honor, and I'm going to use my action to use my Health Potion on Baltic.
All right.
And you still have a move after that.
Yep, and I'm going to move the fuck out.
Stick and move, stick and move.
What is it for a Health Potion?
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, he rolled it. Okay. And then I'm moving as far as I can go, which is, I believe, twice my speed if I run.
All right, what direction are you running? We'll assume that building's not there. All right. So I assume 30 going that way?
25.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because you're smaller. Larry.
Cluck, cluck.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
Oh, and I'm gonna shout at them to come at me. the witches.
Oh, can I peck at one of the witches here? What, can I do anything?
Chickens can run.
And everyone, get out! Get out! Please! For God's sake.
Chicken's gonna run out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't make like a chicken and get fried.
All right. I gotta check something real quick. If you give me a second.
Is the opportunity attack rules against chickens?
Intelligence on chickens is 0.
Yeah, that's what
They're
I'm
really
checking.
tiny.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'll have to roll a D8 for you. All right. Fortunately for you, you chose the
Nailed
right.
it.
What's that?
I chose the direction for you, and you fortunately made the right. I fortunately gave you the right direction to go to.
Okay.
You could have run in circles.
Is there like a savings throw for being a chicken? Or?
That's what I'm checking right now.
Attack me, you hacks! Bet you can't come out here and fight me by yourselves. Or by myself.
Yeah, there's no there's only one save until you take the damage or it stops concentrating on you.
Oh, I'm out of line of sight, man.
Wait, he saved if he takes damage from them, right?
Yes, or any creature.
Ooh.
Or if you just
Say Mal shoots an arrow in him,
Kick the chicken.
he would
Back.
return back to his regular form.
I could kick it, but would I know that? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, there you go. All right, Ed, make me a wisdom save. Or are you're conscious now, correct?
Yes.
All right, you are frightened.
Awesome. Alright, what should we use?
That didn't change anything about him running away.
And then Honor and Beltic, you don't get hit with a lightning bolt.
So is it a fireball this time, or a meteor shower, or what is it this time?
Power word kill.
No. They're gonna use their ray.
Of sunshine?
23 hit you.
I was about to say Romano.
And is that one towards me or Honor?
That's towards you.
That's a hit.
Alright, so basically, you deal half damage for the duration of the spell. And at the end of your turn, you can make a constitution save.
But they're unconscious though.
No, I'm up. I got a healing potion.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool, awesome.
And then Beltic. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
I get advantage, right? Because I'm a gnome and it's magic.
Wait, was that ray of enfeeblement at me or
That was at Honor.
at Beltic? Oh, the Ray of Enfeeblement, was at me? Okay. 16, 21. Yeah, okay.
Alright, it comes over to you. Step 5 feet that way. And I have to make a touch attack. Does 19 touch you?
Yes, it does. And also, I failed that wisdom save either way.
Alright, you are cursed.
What else is new?
Oh, it's so fucked.
Your dex is now disadvantage on ability and saving throws
Well, shit.
until you get it removed.
Death removes it, right?
Yes, it does. Well, it's a concentration spell too, so you can get away and be okay.
Break your concentration.
Yes, Gazelle, you are up.
Or down.
He's dead.
Or out. Ed, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna doge. I'm gonna use my
I
cunning.
have somewhere with you.
I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage, and I'm gonna move.
Alright.
So I see L over there. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Should spread out. Gotta go right here. Or here. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know.
I'm thinking the other side of that door and backstab anybody who walks out of it.
I'm still in line of sight though.
Oh, you're frightened.
I don't want. So yeah, how does it work? I have to get away as far as possible, right? I think that's the thing. Frightened.
Yeah, you can get 30 feet away. Mal.
So is Beltic and Honor up?
They are.
So they're going to be able to get out of there.
Oh, Honor is still up. I thought he was like.
He's barely up.
Yeah, I have 3 hit points to my name.
So I'm going to move.
Alright.
To here. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Honor. So that's 14. Around to the other side.
Much appreciated.
And as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on Beltic again.
You
7.
can't.
Isn't that a cantrip?
Healing Word? No, they're both level 1 spell.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, I'm
level
sorry.
1 spell.
Okay.
I wish there was healing cantrips.
I think you're getting confused with the fact it's a bonus action on it.
Yeah, you're right.
But if you have a potion, you know
I
you
don't
can.
have a potion.
Okay.
I'll be
You have
okay
your
with my hit
berries,
points as
don't
they
you?
are.
Good berry.
I gave him a good berry already.
If you still have good berries left, maybe you can eat them.
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Yeah, I'll eat a good berry.
Alright, Beltic.
Beltic looks at Honor and makes sure
Run!
that Beltic will go ahead and use half his movement to stand. He'll use an action to disengage, and he'll go ahead and get out. And he'll actually he won't use an action to disengage. He'll spend a Kai point to use Step of the Wind to disengage, and he'll be hidden against the wall as best as possible with a readied action to slam the door shut when Honor goes through.
Honor.
All right. Okay. Honor's going to turn to them and he's going to turn and look at Gazelt's charred corpse. Is there any way I can grab him and bolt, or do I have to leave him behind?
We're leaving another one behind, damn it.
I know, Honor's really hurting about this. He wants to grab Gazelt's corpse with him.
Well, you can, but you'll take an opportunity attack.
Realizing that they're there and they're all, and seeing that everyone, and seeing Beltic urge him out, he kind of looks at Gazalt, looks at Beltic, looks back at the hags, and he says, "This isn't over." He's going to use a bonus action. He's going to use his action to disengage, and he is going to move out of the windmill.
Which triggers my ready action to slam that door shut.
Alright, the door is shut.
Honor turns to everyone and he says, run!
I say burn it.
We can't leave Gazelle behind.
Honor looks hurt and he says, we have to. There's no way we can beat them.
Larry's
We'll come
scratching
back.
in the dirt looking for worms.
I think we
Can
can.
Honor-
I think we can. We just need to
Somebody grab Larry.
regroup.
We
Burn
need
it.
to regroup further away from here.
Because one of them was pretty hurt.
After Beltic slams the door shut, can Honor offer Beltic his back so that he jumps onto him and keeps running?
Are you strong enough to carry me right now with the ray of enfeeblement affecting you?
Oh, and
I think it
yeah,
only,
that's true. I forgot
doesn't
Raven.
it only deal against dex saves, actions, and dex stuff and attacks?
No, it said strength stuff.
Strength stuff.
Ooh.
I don't want to
No.
jump on you and make you collapse or nothing.
Ray of Enfeeblement only says for strength attack. Will it affect strength saving throws? I mean, if you want to rule that, I understand that, but
And strength skill checks.
Yeah, I think that would affect skill checks.
okay, understood. All right, well then, okay. Yeah, Honor's just going to move out, and he's going to try and pull Beltic along with him to help him.
We can't leave. Use your potions. Use your healing. We have to go back there, defeat them, and get Gazelle out.
We need to regroup first.
We're regrouping now. The door is shut.
I'm not losing anyone else, Ed.
And meanwhile, there's not a damn thing I can do or say.
Yeah, I've only got 2 healing words left. There's not much healing left.
So I'm assuming you guys are just gonna use your
Is it
actions
my
and
turn
double move out.
Yep, DD Mao.
Well, Ella's going to try and collapse the building.
That would require you to stay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can't Ella cast something on the building and then run?
Yep.
You can, but that would obviously casting would you'd have to cast from how far away?
Yeah, what's your range on that thing?
60
Like
feet.
500?
Wait, range on what?
You're trying to knock down the building, right?
Yeah, it's a 60 feet.
Oh, so you could be 60 feet away, cast it, and keep running.
Yep. And I'm actually currently 30 feet away already.
Okay, so you're gonna cast?
Shatter.
Alright, it's been countered.
What?
Answer, though the door's closed.
Run
Just
away.
because there's one on the first floor doesn't mean there's also others on the second.
Oh shit!
Run, run, run.
Okay, run.
I'm going to run away a little bit further.
So there's more. Alright. Wow. Alright.
Ah, man.
There's either more or there's windows or both.
Yeah, anytime there's 3 witches, you're in trouble.
So I'm assuming you guys are far, far away at this point, so we'll go out of combat.
Yeah,
Honor
apparently they're
kinda
Quad's castle.
as Honor kinda slows down, realizes where this is the way, he's going to punch a tree, and he's going to say, "Damn it!"
We need to go back.
We need to rest. A long rest.
Honor turns to Ed and he's like, "Don't you think I want to go back, Ed? Don't you think I want to save Gazalt? But if we go back, we're just going to die even more."
No, I agree. We need
No.
to rest, but we need to go back. We need to get rid of these witches.
Surprise is what hurt us.
Yes, exactly.
We made all the wrong decisions in the beginning.
And being polite and a whole bunch of other things. Oh wait, I'm not there to give commentary.
Your ghost is just hovering around us giving commentary.
Yeah, and I'm the only one that I could basically hear myself talk.
Am I still a chicken?
Yes, I want you
Probably.
to still be a chicken.
How long does that last for?
The Adventures of Larry the Chicken.
Nah, if you guys carry Larry, the spell eventually dissipates.
Oh,
Alright.
that's sad. I was going to.
All of a sudden, Larry gets real heavy.
Yeah. All right, let's start with a short rest, regroup, gather our thoughts, and then we'll need to find a place where we can rest for the night safely, hopefully.
Honor is
Take a
just
break, real
silent
quick.
at this point.
And yes, that would be probably a good time for a break.
Yay, what a perfect segue.
Yeah.
But where do we rest? Do we rest like here? Here?
It's
Well,
getting dark,
I don't.
isn't it?
I mean, is there a Motel 6 nearby?
And remember, guys, in the short rest, if you spend any hit dice, you also get an extra d6 because of Song of Rest.
Poor Gazelt.
That is the first actual character death not planned in 5th edition I've ever had, and the first non-planned character death I've had in a very long time.
What do you mean non-planned? You usually plan your character? Okay, you mean like...
I had a character die in L5R once as a way of segueing from that character to another one that I built. But that was something that I worked out in advance with the DM. This
Okay.
was completely the dice coming after me.
Well, I mean, like you're dead, but there might still be hope. Like if we can retrieve your body, we can possibly attempt to get some spell casting service from a church, something like that.
I'm
This
sure
is
the
Baroque.
pies would be lovely for a Gazelle.
Yeah, I'm sure they've never had Underdark variety before.
They're gonna have Gazelle pies when we get back.
Well, I mean, if we do it fast enough, if we rest and then go back.
If they don't set it upon it immediately.
So we gotta take 8 hours.
Yeah,
For a long rest, yeah.
yeah. Which is okay. I mean, 8 hours. Maybe they don't cut him up right away. Maybe they take some time to rest too.
Yeah.
Maybe
mean-
they only take little chunks. Maybe there'll still be enough left over.
Exactly.
Yeah, technically for certain resurrection spells, you only need a small part, so...
Alright, so do we decide where we rest? Because that might be important. Could be like here. I suggest a high ground, so it could be like around here. Here.
I think this little nub right here.
Alright, so let's camp right there. And Ryan, should we is it okay if we take a break?
Yeah, I can do a 5-minute bio.
Alright, so let's do a 5-minute break and then
So back at 2:07.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds good.
Alright,
Wait, what?
so that technically would have leveled up Gazelle if he'd had a long rest, which he didn't.
He's got a long rest, all right.
Oh man.
I couldn't resist, man.
Oh, that was great.
Oh man,
Great.
that cuts deep.
Yay.
Hey, so you guys gotta have to know, I have a serious character flaw. So when I'm
Do
rude,
pray tell.
I have a flaw. I have some traits too.
Alright, so yeah, that would bring me to level 4 after the long rest.
Wait, what are we getting XP for?
The wolves.
The
Yeah, the
wolves.
wolf fight.
How much was that again?
It's in chat. It's 1,066 XP each.
Now we still have to go through the night.
Dun, dun,
Exactly.
dun.
So that's why I said after the long rest.
It could be more.
That's a positive way to look at it.
Let's hope it's not more.
Yeah.
'Cause that means another fight.
Let's hope it is more with survivors. Like 5 of them, perchance?
All right, so let's get some watches set up.
I'll go
Beltic's fine.
first watch since I have my full health.
I'll go
Beltic will
second.
take-
Or third. I'll go third.
I'm fine with going third.
It's stuff always happen in the second or third, so I'll go second, you go third.
Sounds good.
Honor
I'll
will
go
take-
third watch.
Honor will take last watch. If that is
If
third
that is
watch,
third-
then he'll take that.
I'll
That's
be
fourth.
resting through all of them.
I leveled a 4.
Well,
That's gonna be after the long rest.
in the middle of the night, who's on third watch?
See, I
That
told
would be
you.
Beltic. Oh, great.
If that's the last watch, then it's Honor after he's taken his rest,
No,
right?
it's-
Or
It's Beltic. Beltic's on third, you're on fourth.
oh, I'm on fourth. Okay.
So who's on first?
It was Ella.
What?
You.
He's on first. Who's on second?
What's on second?
Me, I'm on second. Jeez, what have you guys been doing?
No, what's on second?
No, it's on
I
third.
don't know who's on third.
Beltic is being attacked.
All right, Beltic, you hear some rustling in the trees to the southeast.
Squirrel.
I told you I heard something.
Don't be a hero.
Beltic goes ahead and pulls out his dart, and he screams like "rustling in the bushes" and throws a dart into them.
I wake Larry up.
I want to wake up as well,
Honor wakes up and grabs his weapon.
and I'm gonna throw a
I
dagger
like
in
that.
that bush.
How long were we resting already?
This is anywhere between the 4th and 6th hour. If we're taking 2-hour notches, or if
Yeah.
it's 3, it's 6 and 9.
Yeah, I already had my 4-hour trance. So I'm good.
All right. Beltic, you see coming out of the tree, zombie.
I'm sorry, a what?
A zombie.
Bumblebee.
Do I get to make that attack with the dagger that I was throwing when I heard it?
That's why I wanted you to roll.
Does it look familiar?
As a matter of fact, it does.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
26 to hit,
Yep, it is hit.
6 piercing damage.
Is it a black zombie?
It is, as a matter of fact.
That's so wrong.
In all honesty, I kind of feel like turning into a zombie was a bit better of a fate than turning into a pie.
It has its ups and downs.
Well, hey, if we can charm him and take him with us, then we'll have his body at least.
I don't think he's Will Wheaton, so he's not going to be playing Stinky the Zombie anytime soon.
But wait, we could put a collar around his neck, cut
Nice.
off his arms, and cut off
Ooh,
his mouth.
like it.
And then, cut off his jaw. That
We'll
works.
Sean
Right?
him.
You guys are twisted.
This is me saying this, not my character.
See, now I have to change the stream to like a mature audience.
Sorry.
No, kidding.
I don't think we were ever family friendly.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. We never.
We can just steal the Acquisitions Incorporated opening that this is for mature audiences. You have been warned.
Right.
Beltic, you get to go first.
Okay. Beltic takes a second to observe the decaying rates since we were getting lectured about this beforehand. And then after going, oh god, there's a lot of them, I'll go ahead and start attacking our dear departed friend.
Did I get my full rest? So am I back at full hit points since I was last watch?
Sure, I'll be nice to you guys.
So does that mean I get my spell slots back?
Wow.
Does that also mean we level up?
We'll say you get your hit points back.
Because of the short rest that we took before.
Don't push it.
Yeah, don't push it.
Alright, those will miss Beltic.
Then I'll use a key point to go ahead and put on patient defense, and that'll end my turn.
I'm sorry, the 9 will actually hit.
Oh, okay, then I do 9 bludgeoning damage with it.
Alright,
So I start beating on our friend.
Honor.
Honor is going to move to intercept a different zombie. He is going to move to this one here. Do I recognize this zombie?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Like I Honor kind of stops to look at it. What does it look like?
It's the coffin maker that Beltic killed.
Tradia.
Honor kind of stops for a moment, and then he kind of goes, I don't like being messed around with. And his sword flashes green light as he strikes this zombie.
Oh, I wanted a round 2.
24, I assume, hits.
That is correct.
And I'm going to burn off a smite on that.
Take his head.
There. So 12 plus 18, 23, 27 damage, and some of it radiant.
Irradiate the zombie.
When you slash him, one of the legs is severed from the zombie.
Is he dead?
He's
Nice.
still alive, actually.
Even with the radiant damage?
Even with the radiant damage.
Alright.
Radiant damage, the chemotherapy for necrosis.
Yeah. Malcari, you get to go.
Okay. So I will hunter's mark this guy, and I will shoot him right in the eyeball. While yelling at everybody, shoot him in the head. That
That'll
is
hit.
for 7, and he will get some prey also. 3 more. So 10 total.
Alright. Which one you targeting?
The same one that Honor hit.
It is Toast.
Right through the eyeball.
Goats my goats.
And that's it.
Ella.
I'm gonna use Chill Touch on this one. And it also has disadvantages on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Where were these rolls 10 minutes ago?
I was getting them, y'all weren't.
I know.
Sorry.
It's all good. The dice hate me, what can I say?
And that'll end my turn.
Alright, so that's 9. Which one are you targeting? Okay, thank you. Ed, you're up.
Alright, so Ed's gonna move here. And I'm going to fire a bolt at the zombie that Beltic is dealing with. Probably miss. And
Duck.
I'm small, but it goes like right over where my head is. Like I can feel it on my bald head. Like what was that?
and I could dash. I could. I mean, I guess I'm gonna stay put right there. And that's the end of my turn.
Larry.
I'm going to attack this guy.
All right.
That's my turn.
The one on you, Ed, cannot go because it moved more than 20.
Awesome.
So the first one will attack 3 times on Beltic.
Oof, these are some serious zombies.
They have disadvantage though.
That's why I'm rolling twice.
Okay, just making it known.
Why do zombies get 3 attacks and our fighter only gets 1?
Because they're Strahd zombie.
Okay, I dodge all those. The bite comes close, but then Beltic's like unnatural speed comes into play.
And his shortness.
Yeah, it's bending down. Gazalt's corpse is bending down, trying to bite me. I'm just like, no, no, no.
All right, second zombie.
That will hit.
22.
I don't get extra attack till 5th level.
17.
That will miss because the 8.
All right. The one on Melcari.
Not even close.
The 2 on Ella. One of the claws will hit, so you take 4 points of damage. And then the one on Larry. Do all this hit?
I'm going to repost that guy.
All right.
So he takes 16.
Now that we see the other zombies, do we recognize any more of them?
They all look like guards that you've killed in the past.
Great. Paybacks.
Beltic, you're up.
Beltic recognizes every one of them, right?
That would be correct.
This encounter is called Beltic's Greatest Hits.
Nice.
So a 12 and a 22 for my unarmed strikes against Gazalt.
Those will hit.
Okay, that's a total of 19 bludgeoning damage.
You smash his head off.
His head's off.
I go ahead and use a key point to go ahead and take on a patient defense. And as his body kind of falls, I quickly, since my holy symbol is already outside of my traveler's clothes, I kind of point it in his direction. I'm like, lay at peace. And I face my next opponent and end my turn.
I really should have quit while I was ahead.
Now you are just ahead, but
Honor.
Honor is going to cross over here, and his blade, still flashing with green flame, is going to attack the zombie in front of him. Oh, and well, hold on. 16.
They'll hit.
All right, and I'm going to burn another spell for a smite.
But don't forget that green flame splashes off to another target.
Yep, gonna do that too. Hold on, I changed my. There we go. All right. All right. 9 points of slashing damage, and now the smite. 15. 19. 25. And 7 on top of that, 32 points of radiant, or 32 points of damage, some of it radiant.
They'll hit.
And 3 points of damage on the one directly on Ella as the green flame kind of jumps to it.
Okay, Melcari.
Okay. So this guy right here is adjacent to me. But can I still attack this guy with my bow? Or does him being there hamper my ability to range?
You can.
I can or can't?
You can.
I think it's just a disadvantage.
Correct.
But I'm not aiming at the one that's next to me. But still, he's in proximity. That's what's causing it. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah. It's the same for spell casting too, I think.
I thought it was just I couldn't attack someone who was standing right next to me. I'll look it up later. Anyway, so instead I'll drop my bow.
You should be able to attack the same target, Malcary. But I think if you're going to attack other targets, that's going to provoke from the zombie. Is I believe what is we're trying to say.
So I never attacked this guy.
One second.
He moved up on me after I.
It's on page 195, Player Handbook. It's range attack in close combat. And it says basically, you have disadvantage on attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and who isn't incapacitated.
You could step away if you wanted to.
Oh, so yeah, I'm just trying to ignore him and shoot somebody else, but I don't think it's so right.
If there's something in melee range of
you...
you...
okay, so aiming is more difficult when there's somebody next to you.
Yeah, it's like if you have a bow and arrow,
and
you're
aiming at.
Yeah, you're trying to shoot someone 30 feet away, but then his friend is kind of like jumping in your face, trying to stop you from doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a guy trying to block a basketball.
And what Ryan is saying is you can kind of like risk taking an attack of opportunity to kind of remove yourself from melee range, and then you would negate the disadvantage. But you risk having like an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I would not do that. I'll drop my bow and pull out my short swords and attack this guy standing next to me.
Go Legolas on him.
Yeah, I moved the hunter's mark on him. So that's 8 plus prey. 4 more. Oh, I don't have the hunter's mark set up on this. That's another D8. So 1 more. So 13 total.
Okay. And which one are you targeting, Malcary?
That one standing right next to me.
Okay. That one is still up.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to use Chill Touch on the one closest to me. Does that hit?
Yes.
For necrotic, and he has disadvantages on attack rolls against.
Nice. Smooth.
And that'll end my turn.
Ed.
I'm gonna cunning disengage and move here. And I'm gonna use my short sword to try and cut his head off.
Alright. That will hit. Toast.
Oh, nice.
Larry.
14 hit.
That'll hit.
Yep. 12 damage, and he's not prone.
Okay. Roll me a d20 out of curiosity.
Interesting.
That's not a good sign.
All right, an arm comes off of the zombie and basically looks like it's wailing, trying to hit you. It's not actually trying to hit you, but it's like going after you.
Flopping around. I start laughing.
Instead of a trip, you disarmed him.
I say, look out, Larry.
Beltic.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to take down this guard that's next to me.
All right.
Do both those hit?
Yes.
Then I go ahead and do 15 bludgeoning damage. And since there's only one there, I will go ahead and use my martial art. No, I'll go ahead and spend a Kai point to go ahead and do a flurry of blows to make 2 attacks at him.
Okay.
So that'll be 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
What did you do to make Roll20 like you so much?
No kidding.
Anything
I go
else?
ahead and sacrifice livestock to RNGesus every night.
Hacks.
And if,
cool.
is that one still alive after the 27?
It is.
Holy, okay. I say a quick prayer to Sejuan Earthcaller and end my turn.
Honor, you were up.
Honor is going to attack this guy right here.
All right, go ahead.
How hurt does he look?
One on Ella looks pretty good.
He looks
All right.
dead.
Yeah, there you go. All right. And I am going to 16, I assume, hits, and then I'm going to charge it with a smite. So 9 plus 12, 20, and 21. 21 points of damage, some of it radiant.
All right.
After that, Honor is going to move to flank this one.
All right, go ahead.
And I have a bonus action left. That's the end of my turn.
Now, Carrie.
Okay, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to this one and shoot it. I should just leave the bow down.
That would actually hit.
Oh wow!
Yeah. There's zombies.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, zombies have really rubbish AC.
So that's 16 plus some hunter spray, 21. And I'm done.
That will toast. Which one are you hitting?
The one next to Honor. He falls into the fire.
Yeah, he's toast. And then Ella.
I'm going to use Chill Touch against this one. And that'll end my turn.
Ed.
I'm going to stay there and fire a crossbow bolt at the zombie over there for 3 and sneak attack for 9 total.
He's toast. So you have Gazalt's body now. Funny enough.
Woohoo! How
Yay.
bad is it? Like, is his head off, or...
Oh, that wasn't an illusion?
Anything in the zombies' pockets?
Oh, all kinds of things.
Basically, if you bring him to Orenzo, long story short, you'll probably be able to raise him.
What's the cost?
It's a faction cost if he's a faction associated member.
I am a
Orenzel?
harper.
Orenzel, what was that again?
The village to the northeast.
Ah, got it.
Now,
So the
would we
faction
know
would pay
that?
it?
Sorry, go ahead, Mel.
So the faction would pay that?
No, we
Yeah,
haven't yet.
it's a charity. It would be a faction favor.
Oh, nice. We just have to get him there.
And would we know that they would have that in Arkansas, or would we kind of like try to attempt to go to Borovia, or?
That is your call ultimately.
But I mean, for example, like would Rictavio kind of like hinted that Arkansas was like somewhat like a village with that kind of church, or?
You think if you go to Oranzal, you're pretty sure there'll be a temple there.
Okay, sweet. I'll be shutting down the stream now. So, what a stream! What a stream! Roller coaster of emotion as usual. Nice DM touch in there, and hopefully we can get our friend Gazelle back. You know, it'll teach him a lesson, which is kind of like the goal of everything. So, it's the goal of going through a kind of like a character death. Tells you that the risk is always there. Have to play smart, you know. And I'm glad we didn't TPK there. I think we could have if the DM really wanted to. So it was kind of like not as mean as he could have. I'm glad that he didn't. All right, so we'll be back next week. And actually, I think a bunch of us are going to level. We'll be. I know for sure that I just gained level 4 today, and I'm going to take a level of Bard, and then because of the downtime days, which I think would be really smart to use because I would kind of like skip an entire level worth of XP and catch up on my friends. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll try to level my character offline, and that's what I'll be doing. So pretty glad about that. New get more abilities, kind of like more options in fight. Going to put Edwin. Going to play him a little bit support. So we're going to go into some healing and you know, some kind of like off damage. If everybody's stopped up, nobody's in need of support or healing, then I'll have the option to deal damage, which is always good. So I wish you guys a good week, and then I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. Take it easy, guys.